Hi, Hobby Collab. Welcome to Wednesday night. We have an extra jam-packed night planned for you with Cire, and Brett is also in the house. So we will be having a super mini marathon.
That's right.
Kit bash, extravaganza, bonanza.
Mm-hmm.
Cire, this was your baby. This is like your brainchild.
That's right.
So why don't you take us through it?
Yeah, sure. So this was an idea I'd had for a while. You know what? Actually, let's just run the video.
Let's just do it.
Yeah, let's just run the video. I don't need to over-explain it.
No.
All right, so this is some footage we have from a couple days ago. So we're kit bashing our own models. And the idea is that we each wanted to kit bash an Imperial model that is not a combat-related model. So no Space Marines, no Imperial Guard, nothing like that. Just your regular old, the people who make the Imperium run day to day. And so we're going to start off with Meg. That's bar talk, but we're going to start off with Meg.
Yeah, so my original intent was to make an Imperial Dandy because I don't know why, but I started putting him together and found all these other bits that I thought were super cool. And I was like, oh yeah, let's add furs, and let's add a chain, and let's add a feather, and let's add an exotic pet. And then what we ended up with was the Imperial Man of High Society.
Today I'm going to be making a mechanic, the kind that you might take your automobile to if the battery won't start, or if the windshield wiper fluid needs recharging, or if your headlights are, your headlight fluid is low, and this is the kind of guy who just keeps all the school buses running and all the buggies running, and yeah, he's getting dirty.
All right, so I put together one of the most important jobs in the Imperium, and that is the Enforcer of Silence, or the Imperial Shusher. He's the one who makes sure you're quiet at church, or, if you go to a theater and someone's on their phone, he'll teleport in, lightning strike, thunderclap, and tell you to, hey, pipe down over there. Yeah, so,
Important.
Yeah, it's an important job, and yeah, here's a quick look at him.
I love those, little metallic, I don't know, what is it? You have, flare on them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they had to go, but I'll explain why later.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think we should start off with some close-up shots just to show where we're at currently. So,
okay. Let's hit the Lumix.
Yeah, hit the Lumix. Let's do one at a time.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Let's start with Brett's mechanic.
Yeah, so this is Brett's mechanic. Listen, it's okay to have your hands in the shot. Yeah. Yeah, so he's, he's laying there.
Mechanicking?
Yeah, he's mechanicking.
Yeah.
He's currently a ghost car. I believe it was a Tauros, is what it was? Yeah, which is...
Elysian.
Elysian, but the Elysian drop troops who don't exist anymore. Well, they don't have models anymore, officially by Forge World at least. But yeah, here's a quick look at where he is currently, and Brett's going to paint him up today.
Yeah.
All right, so let's throw yours on, Meg.
Sure.
Your,
Brett?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm embarrassed.
Give me my model back.
Yeah.
Thanks. Get out of here. Scram.
All right, we'll see you later, Brett.
Brett and I had to fight over the pants because I had a hard time finding legs that would make sense.
Yeah, that's I remember.
And I was like, I just need some Imperial legs. And so I got some Imperial cargo pants on my dandy, my Imperial Man of High Society, or whatever his name is now, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, he's
all right,
super,
I just want to... We're going to do a quick zoom in on that chain right there. Hold on.
When it comes around. Look,
Chat, what do you think this guy is?
He's got a lot of money, and he wanted to spend it on
he even has a gold gauntlet? Is that... Oh, my... All right, yeah. Dandy. Quotation marks.
He's a dandy.
Yeah, if you say so.
Yeah, I mean, that was the intent here,
all right.
All right, and you guys give each other intent rules when you're playing games, so I'm standing by it. Should we...
All right, yeah, let's throw mine on.
Let's put yours on. Yours is more normal.
Yeah, somehow this is more normal. Yeah, so this is the Enforcer of Silence who, makes sure people are, being quiet, which is, a very important job in the Imperium. You don't want people thinking out loud or talking out loud or, you can't hear the Emperor if everyone's, talking all the time. How's he supposed to get to you?
This is very, Lori Beth Denberg from all that. that job.
I don't.
I'm probably too old for that, or you're probably.
I
too young
remember
for
all
yet.
that, but I
Okay,
don't
great.
remember that that person
gosh.
specifically.
This is the library. Shh. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's
Great.
where we're at. That's where we're all starting at, and yeah, let's start painting.
You should talk about the fact that this is a competition.
Oh, right,
Oh,
thank you.
yes.
See, it's a good thing
We have
Brett's still here.
so many polls going on today.
Yes. So, at the end of the stream, this is a competition. The original prompt was, we're gonna try and decide who had. Thank you.
Yeah.
Who tackled this prompt the best? Like the prompt being create an Imperial non-combatant.
Okay, so I'm out.
No, well, listen. I think you're probably doing all right.
I did not even stick to my own prompt.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But listen, you went
Oh,
even
boy.
higher. You shot for the moon,
A little bit.
missed,
Landed on a
landed in the stars.
Yeah.
So at the end of the stream, we're gonna put a poll up. You tell us what who you think handled the prompt the best. Yeah, we will have other prompts though, or excuse me, other polls.
We're gonna have all kinds of polls.
Right.
We have an important poll right now going
Yeah.
on, which is what job would you like to have most?
Yes, of these three jobs,
Yeah.
which one is the
A shusher,
a
high society man, or mechanic.
and a mechanic? Probably the most important job. But
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yes.
We'll see.
All right.
See what Brett.
So I don't actually know how I'm gonna paint this guy.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's gonna take you the whole stream to figure out.
Yeah, so we'll see. I have some ideas, but yeah. Oh, also, yeah. Listen, we're getting real close to the end of this.
Our 4K watch hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our super chat special is almost over.
Yeah.
So if you have any-
limited time offer.
That's right.
At this point. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes. Love and subscribe.
Like the video, love the video, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already for more amazing content like this. I am ready to paint. I made sure to do my base coat yesterday.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't, I would have been totally lost today. This guy has a lot of colors on
Yeah.
him.
So I think I'm gonna end up doing some weathering, but I have to do the. I want to knock out some base coats first. So I think I'm thinking some bluish green, some kind of faded colors here.
I'm not getting off camera. I didn't forget anything.
Oh, okay. Actually, that was the wrong. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so please send us those orange alerts.
Yes.
Looks like Soups has already. Dear Imperial Mechanic, help. I forgot to douse my,
Mark II.
thanks, automobile in sacred,
Unguents.
thanks, unguents before striking the activation rune last time I drove it. How doomed am I? We should save this question for Brett.
Yes.
Brett, you should pay attention and answer in chat.
Yes.
This question is for you.
Look, I'm not a mechanic, but
Yeah, but Brett is.
listen,
Brett
I think
gets
that
it.
car might be totaled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like it. I mean, I don't know what any of these things are, but it sounds like you're going to get the Kelly Blue Book value
Yeah.
if you're
This is no
the
longer.
Imperial Kelly Blue Book value.
Yes, the Kelly
Whatever
Gold
that
Book.
means. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, Cire, I want to know, are you like holding off on telling us what happened to your little like flare?
Oh,
Your
no,
little-
not really.
Okay, because I want to know.
The gist of it was, well, there's two things. One, they kept falling off.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just couldn't get them to stick.
You gotta pin it.
Yeah, I thought about it.
I'm just kidding.
But then, once I had them on, I actually realized that it made it. I have this thing going on where it looks like it's floating. Right?
Yeah.
And I felt like actually having the what
Like-
were scripts or whatever.
Tendrils.
Yeah, on him actually kind of took away from that look.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe we can get a better.
You want me to put him on the
Yeah,
glam cam?
I'll
Let's
just-
do that.
Yeah, you can maybe just
Yeah.
aim him towards. So if you notice, he's actually floating because of the post, which is pinned. But yeah,
Wow, that's right.
yeah. So the I took off
I didn't pin
those
anything.
not tassels. What do you call them? Those pieces of paper.
I like
because-
tassels.
Tassels.
I was calling him flare.
Flare. Yeah, he took off his flare.
So
His
I think tassels is
participation
pretty good.
ribbons, because yeah, it kind of ruined the effect. So yeah. All right. I'm curious who's winning.
Oh yeah,
Who's
you're
winning
right.
the best job?
Best job. Oh, looks
Let's
like.
see.
I mean, it's not a job. You're just a rich person, right?
Yeah,
That's what a high society man is. Just a rich person.
Yeah,
right?
he just lives off his dividends.
Yeah,
I
his
imagine.
dividends.
And his company.
He has legitimate businesses.
If you say so.
And he runs them from the Bahamas because that's where you run all legitimate businesses.
Well, yeah, his that's a planet, by the way,
Yeah.
not the actual island.
Well, whatever the imperial version of the Bahamas is, that's where you go to do your legitimate businesses.
Yes, and this is also probably a pleasure planet. I'm imagining. Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
He's a rich guy.
Yeah.
I'd pick this job too.
All right, so I'm gonna start off with this kind of looks like verdigris, honestly. It's like this bluey green.
Yeah.
And I'm laying down a base coat on his ropes, but I'm going to bring it up to be pretty faded. So like it's not going to be nearly as saturated as it is right now.
Yeah. I'm dry brushing. This guy has like he just has well, I can just
Yeah.
Do you want
Oh, do you want
to
to
mix super
mix?
quick? Should I stop the spinning?
Let's stop the spinning for now.
Yeah. Too much spinning. Oh.
Oh.
I'll get that later.
Yep.
Okay. He has like this thing. I don't know. Originally it was like a mirror. Now it's like a vortex or something. And I was like, oh, I want him to stand in front of it when he's like getting ready to go out because he's like, I look fresh.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then it just became this thing, and I just kind of like it because yeah.
I thought he was.
It's like at the top of his staircase.
So there's these in 40K there's these things, these saints, right? Saints are real. They're kind of manifestations of the Emperor's will. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking this guy might be the saint of high society men.
Yes, that's him. Yeah, it is very saintly, isn't it?
Yes, he's a saint.
Yeah. Laura Brand says, "Love the bats, Meg." Thanks, Laura. I also tried to do. Oh no, I do have the teal lipstick. I didn't wear it tonight, but I'll wear it later for you. Yeah, I wore this shirt on Tabletop Titans when I played Lindsay.
Oh.
You guys go find that video. It was a great game.
Yeah,
So
I heard
great.
you punished her
Oh my
quite
God.
severely.
I didn't mean to. I love Lindsay. Lindsay knows I love her.
Actually, I mean, I don't know.
I think
Didn't
so.
seem like it.
Well, I know. I had that really nice cursive insanguination that I'll probably never, ever see again.
Yeah, that's
It
the one
eludes
time.
me.
The one time.
Yeah. When's the last time you played?
Any game?
I don't know. Age of Sigmar, Warhammer, tabletop.
It's actually been a while.
Yeah?
Like I keep wanting to. I haven't actually played a game of 10th yet.
Okay.
And I really want to, but just busy with.
I'll play you then if you don't know how to play.
Oh, good. Yeah, let's just make up the rules as we go. I feel like this
Oh
guy
my
should
God.
probably kill your guys. So let's just go
Well,
with that.
He'll keep them quiet.
Oh yeah, he'll shush them.
Yeah.
So that is actually one question I had.
Oh.
We want a question for the chat. Sorry.
Oh, okay, great.
We want you to come up with some rules for these guys and girls.
Oh. Okay. That's fun.
Yeah. Give us some 40K 10th edition rules for these guys. Maybe just the abilities. If you want to give us a full stat line, you can.
A full stat line for
Oh,
my
yeah.
high society man. He's not gonna hit very hard. What's his thing gonna like? What's he gonna do?
Well, he's coming out of a portal of guns, so.
This is true. This portal, this like portal mirror I made out of a bunch of Asuriani guns that Zach bought.
Yes.
Like these clear guns. I was like, oh, that'll look so cool, like in this little pattern. And then I was like, well, what's the plan for this? I don't know. I just want to make it. I don't even care. This is like my first real kit bash, I think.
I mean, it's cool.
I think, right?
I mean,
I think so.
There's there's levels to kit bashing if you've ever swapped a head.
Okay,
out
this is my first kid bash from scratch.
Okay,
and I was just
gotcha.
like, bah, I want to go wham, like ham with it, you know?
Yeah, I think mission accomplished.
It made no sense.
Zach, right as you were finishing, said, "Hey, wait a minute. I don't know if I needed those hairs, the hair that make up his cape.
And he shouldn't have put it in the bits. That's his own fault.
So there might be some bald daughters of Cain in
right.
his army in the
Yeah.
future.
So my guy's suit, I was like, this guy should have a fancy suit.
Yes.
Because men
Of high
of
society.
high society
Yes.
have cool suits. So he's going to have a giraffe pattern suit.
Not leopard print. Or anything.
Giraffe.
Giraffe print.
Yes. I'm very excited for it. So I'm going to try and replicate what you did with the tiger, right? Like, and be kind of jittery
Oh, yeah.
with the pattern.
Yes, like I said,
Yeah.
nature's sloppy.
Nature is sloppy. Nature's sloppy and I'm into it. This brush isn't the right size. Let's see. We got some more orange. Captain Mannerings. What is your favorite and least favorite bit of kit bashing? I have a love-hate relationship with gap filling and joint. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gap
so
filling.
gap filling's one.
We know all about that.
One for me is when parts don't fit, like even if you don't need to gap fill or something like that, like just getting them to sit even remotely flush is kind of very painful.
Hellish?
Yes,
Yeah.
it sucks. So what I did with this guy, there's actually there's a big ball of green stuff just stuck under this guy's robes, and I just stuck this other part into it, and it's just
Okay.
yeah.
I mean,
so-
it looks great.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything like that. I was just kind of like, meh, we'll just see how this goes.
Yeah.
Like, this is silly. Kit bash. What was my favorite part?
I hated it all.
I actually didn't hate it all, but like what was fun for me was hanging out with you and Brett.
Yeah, that
And,
was
like,
probably the most
digging
fun.
through stuff and
Yeah, it's like a treasure hunt, right?
Yeah.
Like trying to find
Yeah.
just the perfect bit.
yeah.
Yeah, I think definitely hanging out together and doing it all together was probably the most fun. But if you're kit bashing by yourself,
Yeah.
well, I think just the idea is probably the most fun in my opinion. This is a model that has no rules, right? It's not gonna, it probably can't ever count as anything either.
Yeah.
But it's just fun to kind of go outside the box and make something
Like
fun.
literally.
Yeah.
I did like, well, okay, I had a hard time. You said least favorite also, right? Captain Mannerings.
Yeah, least and most favorite.
So I had a hard time coming up with an idea. Like, I think I just said dandy to be funny.
Yeah.
And then everyone thought it was funny and I was like, okay, I'll just go with it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how I'm going to do it. So I ordered this like old-timey Victorian man from Etsy. And then I was like, well, this is a dandy. Like, it's done.
Yeah.
So now what do I do?
Yeah, that's also another problem is like, how much of the original model do you want to keep?
Yeah.
I actually was struggling with that with this model. This is a Tech Priest Manipulus, and he's already a floating guy
Yeah.
with like this big weird head, and it was
Yeah.
like, well, this is actually kind of perfect anyway. Like, it doesn't require that much kit bashing, but like the whole point is that we want to kit
We're
bash
kit
something.
bashing,
So,
yeah.
like, what do I cut?
Yeah.
So that was a fun challenge, but also like a little nerve-wracking because like, well, it's already kind of perfect.
Yeah. I shouldn't say least favorite. It was just hard for me, like, to figure out, like, what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then once I started going, like, rifling through all the bits, I was like, okay, I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? Favorite part? I guess, like, if I were going to do this again.
Yeah. Lessons learned. That's
Right?
yeah. Like, what would you do for your next?
Because
kit bash?
I do have ideas for other kit bashes that I wanted to do. I mean, I bought this old, what is he? Chaos Demon? Is that what he is?
Demon Prince.
Demon Prince, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah. And like the old version. And I was like, okay, I'm going to kit bash this into something because it's super cool and I'm never going to play with it.
Yeah. But now you play Sigmar, so like, maybe you can.
Stop it. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous about this tournament coming up.
That's right. If you don't know, Meg is going to Old Town Throwdown, right?
Yeah, God,
Yeah.
please don't follow it.
She's going to go 5-0.
My goal is 0-5. That's my goal.
Goal. So if you win
If
one
I
game,
win,
You will have actually failed your goal.
Yeah, because that means I'm gonna have to play somebody who knows what they're doing, and that's gonna scare me. So yeah, no winning, please. Gosh.
We want good games, not. But you know.
Yeah.
You don't want to win.
No. I haven't won a game yet with this army. I don't think against Zach.
Wow.
Which is fine. I was getting frustrated yesterday because I could not remember my rules. So bad. Yeah. Anyway. Classic Meg. Let's see. Nick says, I dub him...
Oh.
I think it was David Tasseltoff. Yeah.
That's a good name.
Yeah. Except there's no tassels anymore.
Yeah, we
Tasselhoff.
ripped the tassels off, yeah.
Yeah. Captain Mannering's Hobby Collab. When you hit 4K, does it just switch on, or do you YouTube have to do stuff? I think we do have to do stuff, and I know YouTube sends us an email.
Yeah.
So we're kind of trying to plan ahead to message it out when it happens, but it's not gonna I don't think it'll happen behind our backs.
No, I don't think so.
Because I think we have to enable things like super chats and all that stuff.
Yeah, memberships.
But oh, I got orange on my cane. My high society man cane. So yeah, it won't be out of nowhere. We'll make sure you guys know in the Discord. If you're not in our Discord,
that's right.
You should definitely think about joining. There is a link to it, I think in the description, and also just on the Hobby Collab page itself. Yeah. So you can find it, and I'm sure one of our wonderful mods will probably put a link.
Hopefully, yeah.
In chat. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We goof off there. It's obviously it's like every other Discord. You go to goof off and find hobby friends. We have so many. We have a few hobby channels. Yeah. One is specifically to put your finished artwork. And you'll see some people's artwork, their models, later on in the show.
Later in the show. We got fan stuff.
We also have work in progress to just share what you're up to if you getting FOMO and you want to post a picture. That's where you would put it. And then we have this really great critiques channel.
Right, which is a pretty awesome channel.
Really great. We have a really nice community. They give really great constructive feedback. So if you want actual feedback on something you're working on and not just props, which is also nice.
Yes, also nice. Fuzzies. Sometimes you just want a pat on the back.
Yeah, exactly. That's me. Then, yeah, check out the Hobby Critiques channel.
Yep.
Yeah.
On Discord. Also, there's a great Hangout and Hobby channel. If you're just, painting and want some company, there's usually someone in there to talk to. And
yeah. That's my favorite part, honestly. It's that followed by memes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two most
Those
important.
are my favorite. I'm never going to grow up. This is what I like. Yeah, the hobby hangout is great. And if you're shy and you don't, that makes you nervous, you don't have to be on camera. You don't have to talk.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just cool to just hang out and listen and see what everyone else is up to and just not feel alone.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. I'm going to show just people where I'm at.
Yes.
So if we want to.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's going to get, it's going to get, it's going to get a lot more desaturated.
Do you want it to spin or no?
No, it's fine. You can leave it there. So the plan now is going to desaturate it when I highlight it up. I'm probably going to do some stippling to give it some texture. I'll probably add some brown or orange just to kind of dirty it up. And I'm also going to be chipping up the kind of white carapace armor part. I was thinking that it would be like porcelain. So he actually has what looks like an organic hand that's shushing. And originally I was going to do it as flesh. But I'm thinking now I'm going to have it so it's like a sculpture.
Okay.
That is just like this porcelain hand shushing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Super pretty. You want it back or just hear the rest of the stream?
No, yeah, I gotta put them eventually.
When I'm done with my giraffes, when I'm done laying down my giraffe spots, I'll share that too. He's got some on his butt, behind his hair, and it's really hard to get to. And I'm debating, is this even worth it?
Oh, wow. It's coming out great, though.
Oh, good. Thank you. That means a lot coming from you.
Yeah, it looks good.
Thanks.
Yeah, if anyone, again, if you have any questions, just at the Hobby Collab, and we'll try to answer it.
Yeah, I know we have.
There's
a couple.
There's some.
It's this
Okay.
one.
Okay. This is from Merkel's, who I don't think we've seen before. So welcome. Imperial High Society, incredible living standards, sudden but inevitable betrayal and death.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
That
know.
sounds about right.
Live fast, die young.
Oh my god, I got orange on it.
Or, really old because, you can afford nice things.
Yeah.
Like
Okay, I'm just
healthcare.
gonna ignore his butt. I keep getting orange all over the place.
Okay.
Do you do that? Do you like ignore spots that nobody can see anyway?
Listen, I've never made a painting mistake in my life, so no.
Oh.
I would never do
All
that.
right. So you've got like excellent painter, and you've got like hobo bozo.
Yeah, if you can barely see it when you're super focused on it, just leave it.
Yeah.
No one's gonna notice.
I'm debating if I want to put like I just want his pants to be giraffe.
Or
for some
the
reason.
rest of his suit.
I kind of like this guy just going off the rails. Like he
Yeah.
makes no sense. He's
He's
just
wearing
crazy. He doesn't know how else to spend his money. I think
that's
this
a good
is
point.
actually yeah. Okay, I'm sold.
He's
again.
wearing. Is that a giraffe print jumpsuit? Wow, that's high society.
I know nothing about fashion. He's just like, yep, giraffe. That
Yep.
giraffe it is. I do have a pair of shoes, like flats, they're cowhide, but they're like colored or painted or however they dyed.
Yeah.
To look like giraffe spots. And I was like, I saw them at Nordstrom and I was like, oh, I
Gotta
need
get those.
I'm not saying no to this.
All right, so I'm gonna do
So
some.
I'm also a high society lady.
Wait, where's your gun portal?
I know, I really
Working
need
on it.
one.
All right, so next I'm going to do some weathering on his. I said it was porcelain, but I don't know if this is actually how porcelain would be damaged. So I'll just say this white part of his.
Does anybody know? Does
carapace.
anybody really know?
No, and if
No.
they do, this is the difference is that this is 40K porcelain, so
Yeah.
it's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's not from China.
No, so I'm gonna do
Authentic.
some weathering.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, from Soups. Oh my god, another one of these. Dear Imperial Fancy Dandy. Sorry.
Fancy.
I'll start over. That's so ridiculous. Okay. Dear Imperial Fancy Dandy Society Man, help! I had to fire my heretical chauffeur for not using unguents. And now I need a ride. Is that right? And now I need a ride or I'll be late to the governor's ball. But he said governor.
Governor.
Governor's ball. What do I do? You had to fire your chauffeur and now you need it. I mean, you Uber. There's
Yeah.
still Uber.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's
easy.
You're a high society man, so you do
You
Uber
can-
luxury.
You can hire an Uber and then like 2 other Ubers to like be your bodyguard Ubers. You can
Hire
do
a
whatever you
convoy.
want. Yeah. That's what I would do as a high society imperial man.
Yes.
Yeah. Great question. I'm excited to see yours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because you know it's coming.
All right, I believe unguents are like scented oils. I believe.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Soups. Let me know.
Like,
Let us know.
is that, I assumed it was a Warhammer word. Is it like a real word?
No, it's a real word.
Oh, okay. Today I learned.
Yeah, I believe so at least.
Oh, so it's like a British thing.
Probably, yeah.
Wait, so is it a real word or not?
It's real. It's a real. I'm pretty sure it's a real
Sound
word.
like you know.
I'm gonna say with 75% confidence
All
that it's a
right.
real thing.
And chat will never tell us.
No, they'll lie to us. So whatever they say, just ignore.
Yeah. Rise. Every nobleman in the Imperium has a digital needler in their ring.
Well, does he have rings? I think he
You
does
know what?
actually.
He doesn't.
Mm,
So he's breaking that rule.
no digital weapons.
Wait,
for
no,
him.
he has like a golden glove.
Yeah, he doesn't have a digital.
Look.
Yeah.
This guy is wearing giraffe print. He doesn't know what's going on. Nobody wears giraffe print. It'd be wild. Does anybody wear? Have you ever seen anybody in giraffe print?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm lying. I'm a liar.
All right.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
I'm doing
this thing.
Doing
This thing is so ridiculous. Okay, here's my giraffe spot. I need to go over with like another layer.
Oh,
you
yeah.
want to turn down?
mix. You can zoom in.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There we go.
Look at this thing.
Giraffe print
Dude,
pant.
High Society Imperial Man, you are wild. Wild.
I want people to notice the top hat with
The
feathers,
top
please.
hat with feathers is the best part. So the top hat is the only thing that survived my Etsy purchase.
Oh, really?
Yes, that was it. Because everything else I was like, this is too easy. I can't build anything.
Right.
Like, it's done. So, yeah. What's a digital needler, by the way?
So a needler is a gun.
Okay.
That shoots little.
Okay, so a needler actually isn't a real word.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a 40K
I'm taking
thing.
it.
Yeah,
This is great
I'm
content.
hitting
Clean.
Yeah, there you go. And so in 40K, like if you're rich, you can get these rings that basically shoot. They're like little guns.
Okay.
They shoot lasers usually, I thought, but he says needler, so maybe they shoot little needles.
Needler. Isn't that in Halo?
It is.
Okay.
Although I think it's different. I think in
Fine.
you know.
But I was like, this sounds familiar.
It is a gun in Halo.
Good job, Meg. You got some nerd cred.
And if you use them, like,
Yeah.
you're no good at the game.
Yeah. Because they're really good or because they're really bad?
No,
they're good, right?
Well, they were really good in, I think, Halo 2.
I've only played the first one.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
Then you're all right.
I don't know anything.
Chat, let me know, when was the needler good?
Yeah.
The important question.
Thank you for the hearts.
Yes, thank you for the hearts.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I'm just doing some. I was doing some sponging to get some damage. I was gonna say battle damage, but it's not battle damage because he doesn't go to battle.
Right.
So this is just regular
shushing damage.
Yeah. Listen,
From all the shushing he's had to do. People
don't like being
quiet.
shushed, it turns out.
Yeah.
So
that's a real person in there then. It's not like a robot.
I think it's not clear.
Okay, because I was gonna say, like, I can't tell if that's supposed to be a real thing or which I kinda like.
Is it a person in there? Is it a servitor? Maybe he used to be a regular, regular old guy who just walked around, but then,
Yeah.
he was
it's already
too
5.
Oh, is it really?
Wow.
We haven't gotten enough done.
I know. Time flies when you're having fun.
All right. Let me just give a quick show real fast.
Yeah.
Once I finish up this little line right here.
Okay. I can help you out with that.
Yeah. So basically, if you've never done if you've never done like weathering before, a quick way to do it is to get a sponge, and then to just touch the edges of your model, and it gives you some nice random pattern. I was going to put it over the little mix.
Let's do that. I see it. Okay.
Yeah.
You're down here.
No. So the top, the white part.
Oh, the top. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Wow. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I wanted to look first.
You might have to zoom out
Zoom out?
a little bit, just because the white's kind of blinding.
Yeah.
So maybe you can tilt it up towards the camera. So yeah, that's.
There we go.
This looks like the edges of this white thing.
Ooh, it's so nice.
Got chipped up, damaged. Occasional rocks maybe get thrown at them, and so that's where we're at.
Oh man. Okay.
So I might do a little bit more on it, but after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply an oil wash, and that'll kind of stain the color, and it'll make it look nice and oily and gross.
Yeah, I love it.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah. So I didn't think this out, actually. So I'm not going to do oil. I'm actually going to do streak and grime because I did not think ahead. But it's the same idea.
Elijah says, you will never be able to stop me adding you even when you meet your hours. Poor life to OP. But I am an Imperial shusher since I'm always telling the kids at work to be quiet.
See, thank you,
Yeah.
Elijah. Elijah knows.
So this job apparently already exists.
Yes. Okay, so it is...
Much like the high society Imperial man.
It's an important job.
Yeah.
All right, so I believe we have a quiz before we let you go.
Oh, yeah.
I almost forgot. Where is the quiz? All right, Meg, are you ready?
I think I'm ready. I'm just trying to catch us up to the right spot in
Oh,
chat because it skips ahead. It's terrible. Okay, but we're good.
Okay.
So I'm ready for your quiz.
Are you
Let's
ready
do
for the
it.
quiz? All
Yes.
right.
I didn't study.
It's a living.
Oh.
So these are jobs in the Imperium.
Oh.
So we're going to give you a picture, and then you're going to tell us what you think this job...
This is a job?
Well, you know.
I mean,
How do we take...
he looks like a
Is there a next?
high society Imperial man. To me. Look at, he's got like baubles all over his fingers. He's covered in gold. He has like a monocle. Right?
Yeah. I mean, saying they're high society... Okay, let's be real.
I know. I'm going to
be...
He has furs. I know. Well, it's a legitimate job. Okay.
It's a real job.
I don't know. I don't actually know what's normal for these people. Oh, does he have a book? No. Is he holding a book? Wait. I can't. I cannot tell what's going on in this
picture's a little
picture.
busy.
Okay. Is it oh, it's two of them.
Yeah, so...
For some reason, I thought this was two pictures butted up together.
Oh,
Okay.
no, sorry. Yeah, there's a line saying
Well,
it's centered. So for those
I
who can't see
think
it.
this is the guy who keeps track of all of the births of twins. I mean, these guys.
Yeah, you know...
They track all the births, the twin births.
That's probably actually... Well, maybe not the twin births, but that's actually not that far off.
No, because
So
I
these-
know they're all weird about babies and
Yes,
their jobs and sad. It's such a horrible existence.
So these are the High Lords of Terra. So they are basically the people who run the Imperium.
Oh.
It's actually... This is a cropped
Okay.
picture. There's actually a much larger picture. There's about
I
9 of
see.
them. But we couldn't fit the whole picture, so we just got some choice administrators here.
Yeah. Okay, so they're just the dudes in charge.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there supposed to be a button I hit?
Yeah, hit this quiz
Okay,
slide.
quiz slide.
And then
Gotcha.
you'll see that.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Oh, wait. So did we start with the third one? Okay.
You're good. You just hit the next
All
one.
right.
You're fine. Oh, gosh. It's Cupid. This is the angel of love in the Imperium. They spread love. Like, whatever that means in the Imperium, because it doesn't look fun. It looks very like Hellraiser love. So I'm guessing that's what they're spreading.
A Hellraiser? What is Hellraiser love?
Well, have you seen Hellraiser? It's awful.
Yes. Okay.
Hellraiser love is pretty terrible.
Is it love with quotation marks?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like you like you're. I don't know. You like pain so much that it gets you off, basically, and it's just awful. They like rip off your skin and cut you into pieces and melt you and whatever the heck else they have planned. That's what these guys do.
Okay. I can see why you would say that based on the way. Does that baby have a beard?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think that baby has a Hellraiser choker around his neck. Oh my gosh.
So these are cherubim.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Cupids.
Yeah. Little cupids, but in 40K, well, they have all sorts of jobs. So maybe this was kind of an unfair question. Sometimes they are just little.
Did I get any of them right?
I mean, and 40K is a very large universe.
Yes.
So there probably is Hellraiser babies.
Okay.
So I'll give you partial credit.
All right.
Generally, these are just little servants.
Okay.
You can tell them to do whatever you want.
They're not spreading love, it sounds like.
I mean, if you program them to do that.
They're robots.
Yeah, they're servants. So they're
right.
they're lobotomized.
Okay.
I don't think it's never actually made clear whether they're babies or not. I don't believe they're actual babies. I think they're like genetically cloned little
Babies.
little lobotomized things. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
Terrible. All right, great. Cupids.
Yes, little cupids.
Cute.
All right.
Oh.
This is a cropped picture, but
There's like 3 different things in this
yes,
picture.
there's three.
Oh, those 2 are the same, but the one in the back has like weird wispy horns coming out. But I think what are they on fire? What is that? It's a black and white picture. I can't tell what's going on.
Okay, think fire.
Let's see. Okay.
But think the complete opposite of fire.
So ice.
Okay, maybe not complete opposite, but that's closer.
Smoke? No, smoke is not an opposite. Okay, but I'm just gonna go with trash people. These are your trash collectors. They take your trash and they burn it in the opposite of fire, whatever that is. And they're wearing so much clothing because the garbage in the Imperium is super toxic. Like,
that is true.
They don't think about that stuff when they're making things to buy, commodities.
So
yeah.
Speaking of commodities, these are actually water guild people.
They water.
They sell, yes, not ice.
So they got it.
So they control the water. Specifically in this case, they control the water in Necromunda. So basically, their job is to, maybe one of the few times in 40K someone's actually doing something good is their job is to make sure that water is available and clean. Now they make a ton of money off of it.
Oh.
They're not
water isn't a right anymore. It sounds like.
Oh, absolutely, not clean water.
No.
Yeah. So that is their job. These are Water Guild members.
Okay.
All right. I think that's our quiz. Yes,
yeah.
And then we're back to the administrators.
Yeah. Well.
How do you think you did?
Not very good.
Well,
but I had fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of jobs in the Imperium.
I mean, I just look at those pictures and I'm like, I don't know, looks like a bad guy.
Yep. Well,
I don't know, looks like a bad guy.
Well, if you would have just said that, you would have got 100%. They're all bad guys. So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
All right. Maybe you can read us.
Does this guy even fit in with those guys? He's so fanciful.
Absolutely. One of the things in 40K is, major wealth inequality. So there are people who just don't, because only in 40K is that a thing.
That doesn't happen anywhere else.
People who are just so detached from, the regular working person that,
I'm not familiar with that concept.
I wouldn't know. But yeah,
Okay.
Maybe he has a job at his dad's company or something, a job, and he just,
Yeah.
he just gets paid to, be fancy.
He's on the board.
Yeah, exactly. He shows up in his giraffe
crazy outfit
suit to make sure
gosh.
things are getting done.
This maniac.
I'm gonna go with. Do I want streaking arm? This streaking arm. We're gonna go with it.
Let's see.
Yeah, maybe you can read us.
Oh, Kate's here. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Kate.
I hope I didn't miss you. I know you're busy with your 1-year-old.
Ooh.
Captain Mannering's Xeno weapons for the noob should have really strong effects but really short range because they don't know how to use them. 3 inches and they will randomly hit nearby friendly troops.
Ooh, okay, so this is I think they're giving us rules for your digital weapons.
Thank you, okay.
Yes. So...
For the noob?
I think that's what yours is.
Mine's the noob. Okay.
Yeah. So he fires wildly into combat with his little alien ring.
He closes his eyes and just does his best.
Yeah, he's not an actual
built for
warrior.
this.
He's not, he puts on airs about being a tough man, but when it starts to get hairy, he just starts firing wild.
I'm surprised that he's allowed to exist. Like, sounds like he's not. I mean, I guess with wealth, inequality and stuff. I just would assume the Imperium wants everybody working, like that kind of. But I guess somebody has to be at the top telling somebody at the bottom what to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Imperium is very corrupt.
Yeah.
So there are people who get away with.
Yeah, I think I got that.
Yes, as you've seen, the people who run Earth are bedecked in gold.
Yeah. We're not like that. Okay, great.
Certainly not the mechanic.
I'm trying to go slow so it doesn't skip all the way to the bottom.
Yes, if you have any questions, if you have any rules that you think these guys
Super
should
chat
have.
Special. Laura Brand says, love you all but gotta sleep. Looking forward to the VOD. Good night, Laura and Captain Mannerings.
See ya.
It's always good to see you guys. I'm glad that we were able to accommodate a little bit. It's not perfect, right? But midnight's a lot different than 2 in the morning.
Yes. How is Soup still here?
I know.
Thank you, Soups.
Soups is such a trooper.
All right, so I'll show you and I'll show chat where we're at.
Okay.
All right, so I just applied the streaking grime. I'm going to let it sit for a little while. Can you put this on the lumens for me?
I can.
Thank you.
Actually, let's just...
Yeah, so if you see his little white carapace has some streaking grime on it, and we're going to let it, I'm not going to let it fully dry, but as you can see, like, it just looks like kind of gross dirt, right?
Closer.
There you go.
Yeah.
This kind of looks like gross dirt.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we're going to end up restoring that soon. And we do this with mineral spirits, or white spirits, I think it's called, across the pond.
So what did you do? You just, what, is it a technical paint? Or no?
So it's enamel paint.
Okay.
And so it's reactive. You can reactivate this paint with enamel, or with white spirits or mineral spirits. Yeah. So yeah, it might look kind of crazy right now, but don't worry. We'll bring it back.
Yeah.
While I'm letting that dry, I'm actually going to try and bring this his cloth up a little bit.
Okay.
Do a little bit of highlighting. And I said I was going to stipple, so I need to do that.
I'm almost done, like, oranging up these spots, and then I will have to do washes for the recesses.
Okay.
But I can put this on the camera in a little, like, right before I leave, I think, which is in about 3 minutes.
Yep. And then
Brett will be coming
Brett in here.
Yeah.
Do you have a small stipple brush? No, you don't. That's fine.
I have no. Well, I have this.
Ooh, okay.
If you want.
No.
Okay. He's like, I don't want your garbage brush.
Okay, so what I'm doing now, I'm not going to give you a close-up of it, but I have this. I've mixed in a little bit more of the light green paint that it was the verdigris kind of color on his robes. Now what I'm doing is I'm like really, really, really watering it down because I'm going to kind of stipple on the next layer. And we want it to be so thin that when we, tap it with our brush, it's basically almost like transparent. Like it shouldn't be an opaque mark, even though there's like some amount of white in it.
Here, can you put on that camera? Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So you can see it's like very thin. I'll even go like this, so you can see. I'm doing it on my hand here. See how thin it is? It's like you can still see my skin color through it. It's very thin. It's almost wash.
Matches our wall.
Oh yeah, it does. It's basically a wash, thinner than a wash consistency maybe. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here, clean this off, make sure there's nothing. Make sure if you're a person who uses shampoo on your brushes, make sure you clean them off before you dip them in paint.
Oh my gosh.
It
kind of negates the
point of cleaning
purpose,
is, right? You just end up putting all that stuff, a bunch of weird stuff on it. And I'm just going to stipple this on. And when you first put it on, it's almost going to be like, what was the point in that? It doesn't look like I did anything. But you're going to build this up over multiple layers.
Everyone go, ooh, ah.
Ooh.
Make sure you guys don't forget to super chat, especially like weird questions for me that Brett and Cire can't answer because in a few minutes that's who you're going to be sitting with, and that's always great fun when nobody knows how to answer these questions.
Oh, that reminds me. We have to go back for Brett.
Oh, yeah.
Brett has a question.
Brett does have a question
saved
for his mechanic. Yeah.
Not the Punisher.
No. I know.
Okay. So I can't really reach in here and in this area up here, so I'm going to have to stipple just by tapping with my brush.
Captain Mannerings wants to know if you're using zip ties on the base.
I am. Good eye. That is a zip tie that has been cut up.
Oh.
It'll look like a bit of grating. Oh, looks like it's time to switch.
Yeah, let me clean off my brush. And Brett is going to join you guys in my seat while I clean up and head out. And I did catch you up to chat.
Oh, thank you.
So you're good to start. And then I will see you guys in the next room for the next hour.
Yep.
Or so.
Just about.
Yeah. Brett, are you leaving a water jug out there for me?
Yeah, you've got water outside.
Okay, I'll leave this one here then. All right, bye fam. See you later. Have fun.
All right.
Rotate.
Yeah.
we
Welcome.
doing?
Welcome. How are you doing?
Good. Just trying to put down some base layers, catch up to you guys on,
Oh yeah. We did get a bit of a head start.
on this mechanic here. Yeah.
All right. Do you want to maybe throw them up, just to throw them up on the Lumex so we
Absolutely,
can
yeah.
see where you're at currently? All right. There you go. She knocked the.
Oh gosh.
She knocked it out.
Let me see if I can fix that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just been laying down some color blocking, getting some basic colors on him. And yeah, it doesn't look like much yet, but
It's definitely getting there.
he's getting there.
All right.
Ah.
Having trouble with the USB. All right.
Yeah. Nope.
No? Did it break?
I think it's broke.
It's fine. Oh well. That's a problem for later.
That's a
Can
problem
you
for.
throw him?
Sure, yep.
Center him now.
Okay, yeah.
There he is.
So he's lying on the ground, and he's got a car that goes on top of him. So if he looks like he's doing something, it's because he is. He's got a car that's on top of him, and then he's got a little light wand in his hand that he's looking underneath the car, trying to figure out what's stuck in the drivetrain or what's become lodged in the transmission, or
Probably Gene Staler parts.
yeah, you got to imagine that in a mechanic in the Imperium has to deal with all the things a mechanic in the real world
Has
to deal with, but then also like, what if there's like the machine spirit of this car has
Yeah.
been infested by a demonic presence? Like,
Typical day on the job.
there's this whole other realm of things that a mechanic has to become be equipped to deal with when they put on their mechanic suit and go to work.
So I had a question. What?
Yeah, sure.
So we have a mechanic. What
yeah.
does the mechanicus think about this guy's job?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I would have to imagine that the mechanic is like the lowest level of the mechanicus.
Okay,
He's
so
like-
he went
he went to mechanicus
school.
like he went to mechanicus training.
Yeah.
But he got a mechanicus training certificate. But like, not maybe like a mechanicus 4-year college.
Yeah,
He got
yeah,
like
yeah.
a trade school diploma.
Gotcha. He went to
certificate?
mechanicus.
Yeah.
The basic cert course.
Yeah. So
Look,
he
hey, those
but
people
then he
are
also
important.
has like so much on the job training.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
He's got much more than your standard tech
Yeah.
priest engine seer. Like
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
He knows what's up.
So yeah, he's seen some stuff, and I have to imagine that he gets called on to work on everything from your average like troop transport, or taxi cab in the city, or
Yeah.
some dignitaries limousine. He might have fixed the dandies.
Car, yeah.
Limousine, personal limousine at one point. Kept it running.
He probably has multiple cars, so it's like the chances are pretty high.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah. How have you been doing?
I'm doing all right. So I have the streaking rhyme on that I need to take off soon.
Oh, you're doing some chipping. Yeah.
Yeah, so did some chipping ahead of time, and pretty soon I'm gonna take off this layer.
Love it.
Yeah, but right now I'm doing some stippling just to kind of get some texture on this
Oh,
cloak.
are you using a sponge?
So I did.
Just a little brush.
So I did have a dry brush for the big areas, but there's some smaller areas like under his chin that I can't get to with.
Yeah. I was thinking of trying to do some like oil stains on the concrete around this guy.
Uh-huh.
And,
Well, listen, I've got oils.
And I brought some oil paints, but I was thinking maybe that was before I even did that. Like just some sponge work on the floor.
Oh yeah. That makes sense.
Something like that.
Makes sense to me. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna throw this guy up one more time just so we can get a comparison. So here's where he's at currently. With his gross enamel carapace. He's in. There you go. This is where he's at. In about a couple minutes, I'll put him back up so we can see where he's at without with it wiped off. All right.
Yeah.
And
great.
normally I would do this with a Q-tip, but I find that Q-tips kind of they sometimes leave threads.
I know.
So if I can avoid that, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to do it with a brush.
If someone could come up with a low-cost, single-use, disposable Q-tip that was like lint-free, that'd be a great hobby tool.
I think they have the makeup sponges, right? The little ones.
Is that what a makeup sponge is?
I think so. I think that would be one, but I don't have one on hand. We just yes, but you have to make it for hobby. You have to say hobby.
I mean, it's fine that it's a makeup sponge. Yeah. That's fine. I just need to
find.
Yeah. That's the weird thing. Like one of my favorite things about hobbying with other people is you have these moments where you're like, oh man, like you do this one thing just a little bit differently than I do it, and it's like it just kind of blows your mind, and you have this aha moment.
This epiphany.
Makeup sponges. I didn't even know people use sponges to put on makeup.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they have like little Q-tip shaped ones too. So.
Okay, how do you know this?
I've seen them around the house.
Do you use them for hobby, for makeup?
Absolutely not.
You've not stolen any of Holly's?
I would never do that.
Yeah, that's good. Holly, let us know in chat if that's real.
No. She's busy.
Awesome. Yeah, speaking of chat, how's chat been doing?
Good. Actually, you know what? We're supposed to be reading them. I'm sorry, chat. That's my bad. If you have any,
questions,
our super chat special
comments
may be ending soon. So if you want to add us, Meg put it in the right spot and then it jumped down immediately. So we're gonna go up. So if you have any questions, comments. Look, we want if you have rules for any of these models, we would love to hear them.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I love the idea of crowdsourcing the rules.
Yeah. I love the bats. What is their favorite? Okay. Yeah. So we did have a question for you. That was
mechanic related.
Yes. This is from Soups. Dear Imperial Mechanic, help! I forgot to douse my Mark II automobile in Sacred Unguents before striking the activation rune last time I drove him. How doomed am I?
Well, I guess it depends what happened. What happened when you struck the rune of activation? It'd be, and also what mood the machine spirit of your Mark II was in. Those Mark IIs, their machine spirits tend to be pretty good natured. So I think you're probably okay.
Yeah, I was a little concerned that he may have totaled it. But. I guess the problem with the Mark IIs is, they're kind of hit or miss. It really depends on the manufacturing date.
Yep. Yeah.
So let us know.
And, is this the first time you've done this, or is this a regular occurrence? Because they can get a little uppity,
Well, listen, if this is a regular occurrence, just let us know so we can contact the authorities.
Yeah.
All right.
Appreciate it, Sue.
Yeah. High standards.
Where are we at with the poll? What?
Wait, yeah. Do we need to close that? Zach, can you close it? Oh, it closed. It got closer. Which one of these jobs would you like to have? Still Imperial Society, High Society, man. Chat is telling on itself right now.
Let's see. It's interesting. What? I feel like it's each of our jobs during this live stream to advocate for our respective professions. I mean,
That's a good point.
Since it's a competition, right?
Yeah, remember, this is a competition, and we will have a winner at the end.
Yeah. So, and it's up to you guys to decide how you want to submit your vote. Like, or what criteria you want to use for, for your vote.
Yeah.
It could be the best paint job. It could be the best sort of way that we've established lore for these characters. It could be, you know, coolest conversion. It could be, you know, you can decide for yourself what criteria you want.
Yeah, there's no set standard that we're going for, but you do have to vote for mine. That's the only criteria.
But I think it's what does a high society man even do all day?
He's a leech.
He's a leech. Yeah, exactly. Is that what you're saying, Chad? That you would like to have the job of a leech?
Wow.
Yeah,
Chad.
I don't know.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
A little surprised, honestly.
Yeah.
Productive members of society is where it's at.
Yeah. I'm not angry. I'm just
disappointed.
All right. The real cat. The Super Reedy says, the real kit bash was the friends we literally made along the way. Yes, we were talking about our favorite part of kit bashing. That was being able to just hang out and kit bash together. It's a little more, you know, there's a little bit of a treasure hunt. You're looking for the right parts. I believe there was some bartering between you and Meg about who got what parts.
We had to decide, who's gonna get what parts.
Yeah.
How much kit bashing do you do on your regular basis?
So,
is this a thing that you are familiar with and do a lot of?
I would say it's something I do pretty regularly, but at a very low level.
Yeah. Okay.
So nothing like this.
Right.
Nothing like. I'm talking like maybe adding on a little tilt shield on a Space Marine that doesn't belong, that doesn't come with the kit,
right.
Or
that's cool.
Head swap, or adding some like hair brushes and stuff like that.
I think that kit bashing, a lot of what makes it onto YouTube or gets publicized and sent around are these like big, massive kit bashing projects that can feel really daunting.
Yeah.
But you can have a lot of satisfaction and enjoyment from just really small, nice, like small additions or touches to stock models, even if it's just like the reposing of an arm or a knee or something. Those little things, and then like that moment when you're playing a game and someone's like, wow, did you like tweak that a little bit? Because especially now in this era of like really well posed but mono pose characters, like everyone knows what a Space Marine chaplain looks like because everyone builds them exactly the same because it's one model that's like posed the same way. And so just like a little tweak in the pose or a little tweak in the war gear or the weapon choice or something, you pull a plasma pistol from a different model and stick it on this guy. Yeah. People notice that,
Yeah.
Add some character.
Yeah, even little things go a long way.
Yeah.
And something I've been thinking about while painting this, or putting this together rather, is that I feel like little kit bash projects like this are great for painting practice.
Right? Yeah.
If you want, because if you're building an army, like it's kind of hard to justify like, painting this Space Marine lieutenant, right? Yep. That you're going to want to use for games.
Trying a new technique.
Yeah, trying a new technique or trying a new paint scheme, something like that. But something like this, that's like not a ton of effort to build, but it's this kind of unique thing that you're probably not going to see much use on the table. That's probably not going to see much use on the table. It's like it's a good chance to just try new stuff.
Yeah, and we'll get to this might be. I'm curious if you guys have any thoughts in chat about other contests, competitions for because this is going to be a running show, right?
Yes, that's right.
So we're going to do this semi-regularly. Mm-hmm. We'll have to see how frequently, but this kind of thing where we get given a prompt and then multiple different cast members on the show kind of
go at it. Yeah,
put together their own take on it. Like this is something we're going to do semi-regularly, and so if you guys have any ideas of like other sort of competitions or contests or models we could build, put those in the comments and let us know, because You know, we have our own little list, but it is surprisingly short. It's
Yeah.
it's hard to come up with cool ideas that you can do for something like this in a 2 or 3 hour show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if you have any ideas, let us know.
let us know. Yeah. But one thing that we've been talking about is like objective markers.
Yeah, objective markers
Yeah,
for your chosen faction, right?
Yeah,
So,
that's another thing that like you can use for practicing painting or a new technique or something.
Yeah. So, yeah, just add us if you have any of those good ideas. All right.
Or if you're watching this as a VOD, leave them in the comments.
Oh, yeah, even, of course. And if you are doing that, if you're watching a VOD, make sure you like it and subscribe. See?
Yes,
On top
please.
of it. All right. So I've got... okay, we've got a little bit of a problem here.
Uh-oh.
The problem with enamels and white spirits is they are very runny. They have very low surface tension, so they tend to get everywhere.
Are you using advanced products? Sorry.
I wouldn't say they're advanced. They're just white spirits. Here, so you can you put that on
Sure,
the cam, and
of
I'll show
course.
you where we are at now with his carapace. So you see, it's just
Is that
kind of
okay?
Oop. There we go. Just kind of grimed up now. The white ivory color still showing through. It's clearly not like the brown it was earlier, but it has a nice stained, weathered, weather-worn look to it. I forgot to do on his arms, so his arm's still kind of gross looking, but yeah.
That enamel looks amazing.
Yeah, it's talent in a bottle, really. It's so
It's
easy.
a nice look, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Great job.
Thank you. All right,
There
so
you go.
back to stippling his coat, and I think I'm gonna have to step it up a little bit. I've been going a little slow on it, but I think I need to take a little bit more of a drastic step up. So I'm going not quite as thin down on his robes, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back. I'm actually gonna do an oil and do some nice streaks on it.
You know, like you were suggesting oils for what I'm working on, the
Yeah.
concrete. Actually, like I brought some, and then I left them outside because I was too daunted by the prospect of trying to make oils work
in this limited stream.
in a multi-medium, like would it get to be too much? Because then it's like, do I need a different brush, and do I need a different
I use all these
You've
for
got all these
enamels
special-
and oils.
enamels brushes? There you go.
Because they're not good brushes, so I don't care if they get messed up. Yeah, feel free.
Yeah, I might try to do that. I think that might be what I do during the last half hour. Is the base, work on the base a little bit.
Oh yeah, good thinking.
For now, I mean, this guy is basically like a dude in like a work jumpsuit. And I've decided to do his. I was having a conversation with Zach outside during the first bit of the show, because I hadn't quite decided what color scheme to do for his jumpsuit.
Right.
And I was trying to decide. I brought a couple different color options. Zach was trying to talk me into one option, and then I started painting it, and then at the last minute, I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, I'm doing like a khaki.
Okay.
So he's basically wearing like a khaki colored canvas jumpsuit.
Jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Second jumpsuit we've had today. I don't know if you've
really?
seen the Imperial High Society
High
man.
Society man. I have, yeah.
Oh, yeah, so
It's a different kind of jumpsuit.
yeah. Giraffe print.
So yeah, let me put this on
Yeah.
put this on the camera. All right.
There we go. Maybe you can tilt them up towards us just so you can see him.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
So I've got some contrast over an off-white, an ochre color. I've done metallic on the jack stand and some of the accessories, and then I got a jerry can there. So I'm going to be sort of the implements that are on the base with him are all going to be pretty basic, and so there's not a lot of opportunity to sort of flex talent muscles. How do I switch back?
There we go.
Okay. And so the one sort of tricky thing I'm going to try to do is try to do a little bit of OSL from his light wand. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to make that happen. But I'm going to try. I've got like a nice bright yellow golden color, this guy here. Like a golden yellow. And so I'll give this a try as sort of an OSL from his light wand once I've got the guy himself
Done up, yeah.
painted. But yeah, otherwise it's just going to be kind of some metallics, a little bit edge highlighting, a little bit of washes, some handles. Actually, can you go back real quick?
Yeah.
One of the things I haven't really talked about, but you see his toolbox there right next to the jerry can?
Yes. Actually, we can zoom in. Hold on. Let's get a zoom in because I know that this is
like what I've spent the most amount of time on. So that toolbox right there is made out of plasticard, and then there's a little handle on it from the Lehman Russ kit, and then those screwdrivers in there are made with like plastic rod, and then little the tool end is a little bit of a metal, little piece of metal paperclip.
Yeah.
And then there's a rag hanging out the side that is green stuffed on. So there's a lot of work put into this toolbox.
Yeah. The most important, the most labor intensive part
was building the tool. Yeah, was building the toolbox.
So we gotta make sure we get the.
I'm gonna try to highlight that a little bit. Do some work on the rags so that they're like oily rags.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna try and catch us up with the chat. All right. We need to end this. The chat already got ended. Yes. I just
poll,
realized
you mean?
the poll. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. You'll never be able to stop me from adding you. We got to that. Thank you. Yeah.
And there will be another poll at the end of the show when we ask everyone which of these three models you like the best.
Yes.
So we'll do that at the end.
Cool. And yeah, there's no criteria, just your own personal.
However you want to
interpret best. Yeah. Laura Brand says she's got to sleep. We've seen that. Yes, Captain Mannerings. Yes, that is zip ties on the base. I think we did answer that already.
That's your. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool effect. Yeah.
From Super Edie. Dear Imperial Shusher. Thank you.
Yeah. He's following the rules.
Yes, follow.
What are the? Let me ask you a question today. What are the consequences if you do not comply with the Shusher's instructions?
Look, no one has ever done it because. Listen, there's the people who don't be quiet don't come back.
Yeah.
So
okay.
He's actually part of the Inquisition. I don't know if you know that.
There's an Ordo Shusherus.
Order Silencio.
Ordo Silencio. I love it. Do you have a black paint by chance?
I might.
Or a dark, really, really, really dark gray?
I thought I brought my paint in here, but I don't actually see it. I think I left it out.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
I do not.
Sorry. No problem.
Zach might have some.
I bet when Meg comes in.
Yes.
Meg, if you're listening, can you bring in some black paint with you?
Yes, and your oils.
And your oils.
My oil.
No, I don't need oils.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm going up one more step to try and get this some more highlights on this here cloak thing.
Yeah, your that model came with a pretty dope cloak.
Yeah, very nice torn up.
Have you talked about the bits that you used?
That's a good point. I have not. So it is actually, let me finish this up and then I'll talk about it. I'll throw it on the Lumex. Well, it sounds like our savior's here.
Is this what you wanted?
Black paint delivery.
That was the one at your station.
I don't know. I didn't bring black paint with me, so I need to borrow a black paint.
Oh, there you go. This is base.
Love it. Thank you.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Abba-dabba-dabba-don.
Yabba dabba doo.
Yeah.
The Baden.
Oh yes, we discovered this last stream.
Did we confirm for sure that it is
Uh,
one way or the other?
I think it's Abaddon according to GW,
Okay.
but that everyone says Abaddon.
I mean, not
And
everyone.
Not everyone. A lot of people apparently in the UK say Abaddon.
I think, GW recently released like
The official list.
the official pronunciation guide for a lot of these things.
Yeah.
And it's how I learned that the name of the Kroot homeworld is pronounced
I don't even know the name.
Peck.
Peck?
P-E-C-H
Huh.
is not Petch. It's in
Ah,
fact
interesting.
Peck. Yeah.
Peck, like your chest muscles.
I mean, that's pectoral.
Yes. Is that the moon?
No, the moon is lats.
Oh, the moon is yes. Peck and lats.
That's right.
And then the little asteroids tries and buys.
Love it.
Listen, crew workout.
I'm doing my my new favorite wood recipe.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
You want to hear my new favorite recipe
yes.
for wood?
I want to hear it.
It is, and this is not like trees so much as it is like
Okay, it's wood.
as it is like handles for things like
Uh-huh.
weapon handles. I've been painting a lot of dinosaurs recently
Okay.
for AOS, and so they all have like spear handles and there's like little wood saddles and stuff like that for the riders
Right.
and whatnot. So I have this paint called Red Leather from Vallejo, and it's like a it's like a reddish brown kind of color.
Yeah.
And then I paint that on, and then I as a base coat, and then I do a brown contrast over it.
Okay.
So it's pretty basic, but
So a lot
just
of brown on
little
this
bit.
wood. Yeah.
yeah. Well, it's not a tree; it is the product of a tree.
Okay.
After you cut down a tree, and,
It's different. It becomes
and
different.
turn it into something else, it can,
Then it's brown.
then it turns brown. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Manufactured
Yeah.
products.
They throw the brown on it. Maybe it's a brown varnish or
It's
something.
a brown paint, I'm sure. Right?
So if anyone has any questions, go ahead and at the Hobby Collab. Barry Hercules, yes, you are late. So, all right. Super Edie says, Saray, Trebs are once absolutely 100% definitely for real babies, but GW has wisely, in its cowardice, decided to soft recon that recon that since, but just not really mentioning it. Okay. So they're babies.
Babies? Yeah, they're like babies that have had surgeries done to them.
Lobotomies.
That's a surgery.
Yeah. Specifically lobotomies, yes. Yeah. So we were supposed to... I don't actually know how to make a chat. See, that's something I don't actually...
Poll, you mean?
Yes, a poll, sorry. Let's see. I'll just randomly click buttons. Or I'll just ask someone
Someone in the other room.
someone in the other room to, say, put together a poll which asks, which job do you think pays the best?
Oh, yeah.
And if they did that, that would be great. I forgot to clean off
Pays the best. In
Pays
terms
the
of,
best.
like, is this full compensation package? Like, does this include retirement benefits?
Yes, maybe we should clarify. Best benefit. Let's see.
Best compensation?
Yes, best compensation. That's
Pays
pay, vacation days.
PTO, yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that.
That's cool. Yeah.
Which one has the best retirement plan?
Retirement plan is... Does any of these jobs, like...
Yeah, can you retire in the
man.
Imperium?
Yeah, like, how do you... Has anyone ever died of natural causes in the Imperium?
40K.
Like, you either get turned into a servitor or you get... I don't
Killed
know.
in a
Killed in-
horrible
Yeah.
war.
You know, it was funny, like, our job was, for this project, was to do, like, a non-combatant. And
Yeah.
it was hard to come up with, like,
It's hard.
non-combatant jobs.
Yeah. In 40K, everything's like at least combat adjacent.
Combat adjacent, exactly. And even if you, like are not a non-combatant, you're like a farmer.
Yeah.
You work on an agro world. Like, you could just have an orc invasion turn up
Yeah.
at any minute, and you'd have to like pick up your pitchfork and go like fend off these orcs.
Exactly. So it's like, is that even is a non-combat job even really a thing in the Imperial?
I thought about having a power sword in this guy's like hidden in this guy's toolkit.
Yeah.
As his like he's got a wrench, he's got a hammer, he's got a screwdriver, and he's got a chainsword.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like he could like open the trunk of a car and there could be like a Tyranid Ripper.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like chilling there, ready to like infest something.
Yeah. You always have to be ready. Yeah, I think.
You don't get to be like a senior mechanic in the Mechanicum.
Yeah.
A low level, but also
See, low-level senior.
senior mechanic of many years, veteran of the mechanic shop, without having dealt with a few Ripper swarms here.
A few Ripper swarms there, some grots here, little nurglings every once in a while if you're you know, close to the eye. Alright, so I'm going to add a little bit of white to the edges of this, just to kind of grossen it up. Alright, what time is it? 5:52. Okay, so I've still got a little bit of time before I'm off.
Because Meg's coming back to
Yes.
sub in for you, right?
That's correct. So Meg is going to be back in a little bit, and then we're all going to reconvene at the end.
And we'll give you guys a look at where we ended up, and then
We will let you vote.
we'll let
Also,
you decide.
that reminds me, I need to make my case for the Imperial Shisher.
What is the? Well, you need to tell us what it's made of. The bits.
Okay, yes,
And
that's
then
right.
also, is there a prize? Like, what's on the line for this? I'm not sure we talked about
I don't
that.
think we talked about it, but I'm going to say Zach is going to make us some really good French fries.
Oh, wow.
And only one of us gets to eat it.
Chat, if you've not had Zach Pfeiffer's French fries, oh man,
They're next level.
there's some next level objects.
We're all zoomed in, I forgot. Oh,
There we go.
zoomed in, there we go. Maybe you can bring them forward a little bit. All right, so this is where we're at. Yeah, that's our boy. I still
He's
need.
looking good.
Yeah, I think he's looking all right. So yeah, excuse me. I need to finish stippling. I think I'm actually gonna probably call it there on stippling. I might do a little bit more edge highlighting. But off screen, when I'm relieved, I'm gonna go do some metallic. So when I come back, he'll have some metal on him. But next, I'm going to do a bit of streaking grime on his cloak. And I'm thinking I'm actually going to do a different streaking grime. I'm going to probably do a little mix of, I've got some slimy grime. So it's like this dark green, which feels appropriate. Yeah. Got some slimy grime dark, I got some regular streaking grime, I've got some rust. Probably save the rust for some streaks here and there, but...
Oh, you do have some sponge.
Yes. Oh, if you need sponge, I have some.
Can I use some sponge?
Yeah, there's a whole sponge right there.
Can I just use this piece?
Oh, yeah. And you can use the tweezers.
And the tweezers,
if you
yeah.
like.
Love it.
Yeah.
So I've got a dark gray base on the floor, and I'm thinking I'll just do. I have a lighter gray paint, and I'll just do some light gray stipples on the dark gray cement. And I'm actually going to do this pretty heavily, I think.
Okay.
Because I kind of want the floor to be mostly light gray. The dark gray was just like a sort of a base coat almost for the floor.
Very
It's been a
nice.
while since I've done sponging.
It's a great technique. It's, I think something I've mentioned before is something that's really hard to paint is randomness. It's
Yeah.
really hard to freehand randomness.
Oh man, you're
So-
totally right.
Having a sponge, goes a long way to help you with that. All right, so I mulliganed right at the last moment. I'm going to do some rust streaks.
Audible.
Yeah, so it's going to be some brown with a little bit of orange in it to go over his green robes, greenish robes. Then once that's dry, I'm going to add some slimy grime in the recesses to get some it'll look like gross algae or something growing on him.
Love it.
Yeah.
What do you imagine? Yeah. Did you talk about what kits you used for this?
Oh, God, I did it again. Yes, no. So it is a Tech Priest Manipulus, which is Mechanicus guy. I don't even know what he does. He manipulates things.
Manipulates? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is an awesome model just by itself. I honestly, I was talking about it earlier. I probably could have just used him and done very little.
Just on its own, yeah.
Yeah. Then the bottom is actually from a Necromunda kit. It's from the Delac gang, I believe.
Yeah, they're like the high-tech one.
No, they're the ones who look like they're really tall. Actually, they might be the high-tech ones. They're really tall and skinny, and they have they don't have regular eyes. They have augmetic eyes.
Some kind of visors or whatever.
No, so they're actual orbs
replaced.
They almost look like these cool glasses, but they're actually their eyes.
I think you use this for oils.
Did I? Oh,
I don't know. Did you?
I don't think so, but I might have touched some areas. So there's another piece right there.
No, there's a nice bit of brown on here.
Good.
I'm like, oh wow, this is. I didn't put any brown on this, but it's ending up on my model, which is amazing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was totally on purpose.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Manipulus.
So Tech Priest Manipulus and I don't remember the name of it. It's from the Delac Specialist gang, right. So not the regular box. It's the one that kind of looks like the cybernetic robot from the Matrix is kind of what it looks like.
Oh yeah.
But I don't remember the name.
And did you just have these models lying around?
No, so I actually bought the kit because, partially because of this, but also I play Custodes in 40K, the big 40K.
Yes.
I wanted a model that I could use for a Inquisition or Inquisition's
an Inquisitor, yeah.
Yeah, either an Inquisitor or his retinue.
Yep.
And they're just weird and gangly, so it's these look like these could be a perfect fit.
Necromunda kits are so great for conversions.
Oh, they're amazing.
Bashing, yeah.
We were actually before the stream we were looking at we were talking about other Imperial jobs, and we came across some Necromunda models because there's a lot of not military. I shouldn't say right. They are combatants, but they're non-military.
Right.
Because they're all gang
security forces or gang members, yeah.
So there were some great ones. There's even just agitators, just guys who rile up the populace. Is their job.
That's a job.
Yeah.
In the Imperium.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to also have some mineral spirits. I don't know if you need any, but I do have them if you need it. So I'm gonna when you get a chance.
Sure.
Can you put this over?
Ooh, he's wet.
Yeah, he's a little.
Want me to show off the back of his cloak?
Yeah, sure. So there are the rust streaks, right? So we're gonna let these dry, much like we did with the streaking grime, and then once it's tacky or mostly dry, I'm gonna come back. This time I probably will come back with the Q-tips because I don't mind if threads get on it.
Mm-hmm.
And wipe it down. Have some nice motion.
That looks great.
Yeah, thank you.
I've not experimented with the streaking grime, but I've heard a lot of people talk about it.
Yeah.
And espouse its benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it seems like a cool product.
Yeah, I think you've done oil before, right? I think you've mentioned oil washing.
Uh-huh.
It's it didn't really do that much.
I've experimented with it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like oil washes. My problem with them is I find them it's hard to get consistency.
Yep, that's been my chief complaint.
Yeah, so that's why I like enamels.
How much
white spirit
do I dilute it?
Yeah.
Because I'm typically mixing a black and a brown. How much black?
Yeah.
How much brown? Oftentimes, you need a lot more. Just a tiny bit of black goes a long way, but I use them just infrequently enough that I forget all of those things.
Right.
And
you have to buy pretty nice oils in the end anyway.
Right.
Because otherwise they'll get gritty.
Yep.
If you don't constantly stir them, they separate. So it's
Yep.
they're not good for long paint sessions. And especially if you're doing something like an oil wash, that's something you want to do all at once. You don't want to be busting out oil paints every other paint session.
Sure.
So, yeah, that's kind of I've kind of switched to enamels because they're pre-mixed. Just give them a shake and they're ready to go.
Okay.
They're not exactly the same as oils, but
you've sold me.
Yeah.
I'm convinced.
I find that they do a lot of the same things.
I guess the advantage of oils is they're insanely cheap.
Yes, that is the only, not the only, that is the main thing, right? For a
tube of
oil is like $10.
This is, I think, $2.
Yeah, so
and you end up diluting this so much that this is like 3 whole armies worth of black wash. Basically.
Yeah. So I think what I will probably end up doing is oil for terrain,
right?
And then
that's fair.
Enamel for individual models. Also, enamels dry a lot faster. Even fast drying oils, like I've used like Abtalung is supposedly like a fast drying oil.
Yeah.
I find they always take forever to dry.
Fast drying in air quotes.
Yeah. So like if you look at this, it's like pretty much already dry.
Right. Oh wow. Whereas an oil would be like overnight.
Yeah, it'd still look like this. You know.
Yeah. How's chat doing?
Chat is doing all right. Let's read some since I'm just waiting here. Zach Magmog are recently deceased. Imperial account. Hey, no, Dennis. Hey, what's up, Dennis?
Oh shoot.
Are you guys worth that it's only green in the background? Chad is wondering what's up. Second color? No, Zach. No one's wondering. No one's wondering about the solid green background. I think you're the only one.
We had a little conversation before the show about what color the background should be.
Yeah.
Zach loves the fact that the lights in the studio you can change the color very easily, and he is very excited about having multicolored backgrounds because there are 2 different lights and can be set to different colors. And Cire, you decided you wanted a monochrome background today.
Yes, that's right. And, well, I'm in charge here now.
You're in charge, so
we're going green.
I love it.
Molecule Cody says, I like the idea that 40,000 years in the future, camshaft cover seals still leak oil all the time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even, it's like 30,000 years in the future because the Imperium hasn't progressed technologically in those last 10,000 years.
That's right. So, and even then, like there was a dark age of technology, so we've fallen even farther,
That's right, yeah.
So.
Yeah,
so they're not oils, they're unguents, I believe.
Unguents. Sacred,
Sacred unguents.
They're like bodily fluids for your vehicle.
For your vehicle.
My vehicle's bleeding on the floor.
Better do something about it.
Need to go see the
mechanic.
He's more of like a apothecary, really. Right?
He's an apothecary for vehicles. Yeah, that's what a 40K mechanic is. And a little bit of a priest.
A little bit of a priest.
He's got a little bit of an exorcist, right?
A little bit of an exorcist.
This is a machine spirit.
Yeah. He's like a tech marine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got some pretty good colors on this guy. I'm gonna go for. Let me.
Oh, you want a Lumex?
I can Lumex. I need a special. Something to tilt them up. So I did the contrast paint. So you can see there the color on the wood handles, on the toolbox, on the steering wheel. That's my red leather base coat with a brown contrast applied over it. So the contrast is drying. You can see his jumpsuit with the contrast is basically dry. So now I'm going to just go over the metallics with all the silver metallics with some Nuln Oil with a black wash.
Nice. Clean. Yep. I have to wait for this to dry, so maybe I'll actually start working on the base a little bit.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think we got that poll. Zach, can you set up a poll asking which job do you think pays the best?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't think we got. Oh, this is.
Yeah, these are the important questions that we need to answer.
I don't know what color I'm gonna do the floor. Maybe I'll do red.
Yeah, where do you imagine your shusher is right now?
I think right now he's just roaming the streets. He's on patrol.
He's in the streets.
Yes.
Like, are you not? Oh, but it's after curfew.
Oh yeah, it's definitely after curfew.
Okay.
Yep.
So you can't.
Oh, someone's opening the door.
Talk.
I don't know. Do they need to do the poll from in here? It looks like it.
We'll do it when you come out.
Okay. Never mind.
Poll later. Coming soon.
Poll coming up soon.
TM.
All right. Is it time already? 6:06? Oh, not quite.
Yeah. So he's on patrol. He's looking for
people who are breaking
violators.
the silence.
What do you call a perpetrator of the silence code?
Loudmouth.
A loudmouth.
No, there's probably Listen, we gotta talk to Dan Abnett. He probably has a name for this.
Yeah.
He's always coming up with crazy names. Actually, you know what? Chat. What is the name of an Imperial citizen who is breaking the quiet hours?
The code of silence.
Yes. Also, did you hear there's going to be a third book for the Horus Heresy, the end of the Horus Heresy?
I did. Can I tell you, it registered for about 2.5 seconds, and then I moved on because when someone handed me the first, they were like, "Here's the Horus Heresy." I got like the first 3 books of the Horus Heresy.
Yeah.
And they're like, they're really good.
Yeah.
You should read these.
Yeah.
And I read the first 3 books of the Horus Heresy, expecting that they were the Horus Heresy.
Yeah.
Like that was it.
Yeah.
And then after I finished, I was like, wait, what?
Emperor's
Especially
still
since the first one, and I'm sure this was Mr. Abnett's intention.
Yes.
But the spoiler alert, book 1 opens with, I was there when Horus killed the Emperor.
Yeah.
And
It's a big switch.
and you're like, and then it proceeds to like describe this battle on a planet that is very similar to Terra. And it's like, it's sort of confusing, I think intentionally so, that you're meant to think that this is
the battle.
This is the battle. This is like Horus going down to like do the business to the Emperor. And it's not that.
Yeah.
And anyway, I then learned that there's like 97 other books of the Horus Heresy, and that this was going to be a very long journey. And I was like, I ain't got time for that, and moved on with my life. And honestly, if you had asked me, I didn't even realize that they were sort of wrapping up that that storyline. So the fact that it went from being 2 books to 3 books all of a sudden is just like, because like in my mind, this is never going to end.
Yeah.
There will always be more books to the Horus Heresy. Like the Horus Heresy will literally never happen.
Never
it will never be described. That fight will never be described in text format. It will always be a thing that people can like, imagine in their head canon. Because it's like way more powerful than that. Like who, in that way, Like,
like how do you describe something so integral to the setting? Like that's this huge setting. Like,
as soon as you like describe it and tell a story around it, then it's like fixed and defined. And I feel like it loses a lot of power.
Yeah, you can over-explain things, right? You can over.
Yeah.
I just laughed. I was like, oh my gosh, really? A third book? Come on, just end it.
Just end it? Yeah, it's never gonna end. It'll always
be with us. Okay, I think I'm being kicked out.
You're being summoned.
Feel free to leave that door open. Yeah, it is very warm.
It's getting balmy.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
I'll just sit in the waiting chair.
Okay.
Meg, how's your dandy proceeding?
My dandy is looking quite dandy.
Dandy? He's fine and dandy.
Chad, are you excited to see Meg's dandy?
Oh my god. Poll.
Yes.
You need help? Do you have the question and I can fill it in for us? Or?
Yes. The question is, which job do you think pays the best?
Oh, okay, great. I think we know that one.
Or what do we say? The best compensation.
The dandy makes no money. The dandy has inherited wealth.
Well, he
being
just
a
has
dandy.
this amount of money, and then that's it.
Do you think he's invested it well?
I'm gonna come back.
Yeah.
Do you think he makes capital gains?
Well, he makes
Maybe
money.
he's got an
Maybe it's just
employee, I
interest.
Interest on his.
I don't know how rich people do things. I'm not rich.
Honestly, I think he's just spending his trust fund. I don't think that he's actually
I see.
growing his wealth in any meaningful way.
Well, let's add that poll, because I know. Oh yeah. I'll
Yeah,
take
can
one
you
of those.
open it for me
I know chat
outside
is.
of the room? So
Thanks, Brett. Somebody knows how to be professional around here. As I'm like standing instead of sitting. Okay, I don't want to get paint on myself. So anyway, the question was, which job
pays the best.
Imperial job makes the most monies?
Imperial credits.
And I spelled Fitch instead of witch. Good thing I looked.
Oh, what's that? Oh, you're coming back for your
Yeah, I gotta.
your solvents, all your various solvents.
We're all in here right now.
I'm trying to leave the door open as long as possible to cool it down.
It's a feature. I feel like I'm catching up to you guys, Meg. Like at the start of today, you and Cire both had like some amount of color on your model, and I just had
Oh,
a Zenithal Prime, and I was like, I have
there we
like
go, guys.
I have work to do, and
I'm gonna-
I've been painting like a madman to try
Yeah, I hear you.
to catch up.
There we go.
Okay,
Let's get that Lumix on. So
show us where you're at, Dandy.
there's my
Oh my gosh,
there's my
There's so
high
much-
society
there's so much color on this
rich
guy.
man. Yeah, I left off on the dragon.
So that's what's
His-
next.
His
Dragon.
expensive pet.
It's dragon time.
No, I think I'm gonna move on from the dragon. Like, I have a lot of little things to paint, so I want to make sure I get the hair done. Because the fur, well, his furs, right?
Yeah.
His expensive furs from Age of Sigmar.
Just
He had to travel through time and space to get
Hairs
these furs.
made out of human hair.
Yeah, well,
Elfin
I guess
hair.
to the Imperium, they're not human, right?
Elven hair.
They're like these
Yeah.
chicks, like weird
Oh
demon
yeah.
chicks.
Have you talked about what parts, model parts your kit
No,
came
I
from?
actually have not yet.
Yeah. Well, this is on the camera. Do you want to go through that?
Yeah, let me do that. Okay, so I did talk about the halo mirror thing, whatever it is. It's his, what do I want to call this thing? It's like his glam
His backdrop?
background, yeah.
It follows him around.
Yeah.
Being fabulous.
No, I'm imagining this is like the top of his staircase before he heads out the door to go like
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I
demand
like that.
things from people. I don't know, whatever rich people do.
Be
So
dissatisfied with all
yeah,
of his
go be a
service
Karen.
providers.
He's gonna go be a Karen, or what is it? What's the male Karen? Is it a Ken or a
Is it?
Chad or I forget actually what it is. We'll
love
just
that
say
that's a
we'll
thing
just say
now.
Karen. So right before he goes to Karen it up. So that halo's made out of a bunch of 3D printed clear guns.
Okay.
Assyriani guns.
I like it.
Yeah, and then there's also little symbols. I think those are from Daughters of Cain that I just sort of glued to the front. I was like, I like these. These are cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of Daughters of Cain content in
I
there,
don't I don't want to dwell too much on it because I'm not done and it looks silly. But the hair, his cape, his furs are all Daughters of Cain hairs. So I'll turn that around.
Oh yeah.
Wow, it's flowing in the wind.
That's
Let's
a nice
see.
purple blue.
Yeah,
shade.
it's
Yeah.
getting somewhere, I guess. His pants, like I said, I had to fight Brett for the legs. This is just some dude on the
These
ground.
are like Cadian khaki pants.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's got like hearts on them. Free-handed hearts on them.
Well, they're not hearts. They're like, supposed to be giraffe pattern.
Oh, giraffe pattern.
Space giraffe. Yeah, because
You told me
high
about this.
society,
Yeah.
fancy imperial men like to wear fine materials, such as giraffe.
Illegally
and,
poached
yeah,
giraffe skins.
exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
His gold chain, that was just some chain that Cire brought over. The puffy arm was left over from our dude on Griffin. And also
Yeah.
that feather in his hat. The hat is actually the only thing that survived my dandy that I bought off of
Wow.
Etsy. Yeah. And then I can't remember where the little dragon came from, but I saw it and I was like, oh, my guy's going to have this dragon. Period.
Yep.
Like, no questions.
I think
about
that
that.
dragon is actually from an Inquisitor model.
Okay.
That is like actually that's what it's meant to be. It's like a exotic pet that this Inquisitor has.
Yeah. Let's see. So which job pays the best is our current poll, and we're going to have to end it a little early because we have like another segment to do. I think you guys all know what it is. It's fan stuff. So we're going to get to that in the next
You can end the
40
poll
minutes.
before the okay.
Yeah, because we have another poll we need to put
have to
up
do another
at
poll.
7.
Oh man.
Yeah, for the last half
Oh
hour.
man.
So we need to squeeze in 2 more segments. So fam, don't forget to vote. It's kind of important. It's very important. How is fam doing?
Who do you believe gets paid the most? You already said you think
Mine?
it's the Danny.
I mean, he like comes with money. He doesn't. This
it's on
isn't
his
an
data
issue.
sheet. Yeah.
Yeah, just like lives off residuals and other legitimate businesses that he owns.
Other legitimate businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
Cool. Yeah.
No, nothing. I shouldn't call attention to that. I'm so unprofessional. All right. What am I working on? And how's fam? And how's all the orange?
Yeah, I don't
Bam.
know.
Don't forget. Super chat us. It could be your last time. We don't know. We don't know.
I mean, you'll always be able to super chat.
You can always super chat us. Because I like interacting with chat. Like, no matter what. So. But the super chat special is special because you know that your at will get read.
And it costs
Doesn't
you
always
$0.
get read when we have super chats, yeah. Let's see. Darren is a male Karen. No, there's like an accepted name on Reddit that I've seen. I just can't remember what it is.
Yeah, a name that if you actually had that name, you would feel bad because you'd be like, man, my name got turned into a meme.
Yeah, it sucks.
Like
Just-
if your name was Karen in the 2020s,
Yeah.
you'd be sad.
Yeah. Did we answer Ty's question? What part of the 40K timeline?
Nope.
Okay, let me see if we need to go up even further. Zach has been on one about this background. I don't know what the deal is. I think it looks great.
Looks great, yeah.
This guy.
What's
And
Zach
also
upset about?
fries.
Fries? French fries, yeah.
You guys were talking about fries, and he was just
yeah.
like, I'm going to have to talk about this in Hobby Chat. So if you don't want to miss that, you definitely want to sign into Hobby Chat. Okay, I think that might be where we left off. Oh, no. Let's see. Oh, my gosh. You guys should paint up a knight, or better yet, a titan. Remember that one?
That could be fun. No, we did not talk about that.
Yeah. Elijah said that.
Nope.
All right, let's keep going up. Maybe showing us your take on making and painting forest terrain was an idea from Dennis Fidel.
I love it.
Yeah.
Zach and I have built a number of forest pieces, but I imagine there are some new ideas, right? Like part of the thing is you do something one way, you have a cool experience, but then like you learn something from it, and the next time maybe you end up doing it differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that could be fun.
I mean, plus if we're all doing different items.
Oh, I see.
Like for one of
an
these.
idea for the challenge.
Yeah, yeah. That'd be kind of fun.
I see. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea. Because
Yeah.
we do need to do some terrain. We haven't done any
Terrain,
terrain yet. And I lied. We did kit bashing doors. If you guys like terrain, go check that video out. It was fun. Or if you can't spend 2 hours, because I don't blame you, we have a clips video from that stream where we did some terrain.
That one was really good. I enjoyed that.
I enjoyed the project a lot.
Yep, the project was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to do that one again. Rise says, just wanted to say thanks for all the help from everyone on my extremely basic questions about airbrushing in the Discord.
Yeah, no problem. We were talking about varnishes today. Yeah, absolutely, no problem. Airbrushing is one of those things that I think once you have sort of done it for a while, you sort of forget how of what it was like to be
Sorry.
a new airbrusher. No problem. I'm just going to put this in the middle.
Sorry, took his, and I thought we were leaving them behind
Yep.
for each other, but Apparently not. Thanks, Cire.
Thanks, Hooray. Thanks, Obama. Yeah, and so when you ask for help from somebody who's like been doing airbrushing for a long time, they're like, why are you confused by this?
Yeah.
Like, you just do it this way, and
You
they
just do it.
sort of forget that like there was a time when you had no clue about any of that,
Yeah.
and so it can be hard to sort of, as a experienced airbrusher, put yourself in the mindset of somebody who's like just getting started, so that you can answer their question in a way that is helpful to them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's all thanks to our community. Oh, I wonder what Cire's dropping off for me.
I actually didn't hear you. Did you say water?
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, before you leave, could you see if you can fit the thing in the thing?
Oh, and can you bring us some cake?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'll run to the store.
Yeah.
There's cake?
No, I don't know. I was like, what is something I want Cire to bring me? Cake.
We need sustenance. We've been painting Imperial weirdos for weeks on end.
Can feel like that, can't it?
I'm trying to do some edge highlighting on this guy, and actually, I feel like I just had this epiphany. I commented about it on Sunday during the Smaug live stream, but I'm going to say it again because it still is very striking to me that one of my favorite things, when contrast paints first came out, I was like super ho-hum on them, mostly because I just really, really did not want to buy a whole new paint line.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to like throw all my paints away and buy new ones.
No.
And I'm not going to this and I'm not going to that. And then like at one point I ended up with a starter set, a little small like 10 paint starter set
Of contrasts?
as like a door prize at an event.
You're like, I took it home from Maelstrom Mixer.
No, it was Nova last year. Actually,
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you remember this.
Oh, yes, they had that room full of prizes.
Yeah, you guys were like, we shared a ride to the event.
Yes.
And you guys were done. And you and Zach were both done. And you were like wanting to leave. And I was like,
no,
they're giving out prizes. Can I just stick around for like half an hour? Anyway, the prize I got
Good thing.
from the Nova Narrative last year was this like starter set for the Army Painter speed paint line. And so I got a chance to just like try it.
Yeah.
And I've really enjoyed it. And one of the things that I feel like I enjoy most about contrast paints is that it gives you this like, it's this super helpful visual like paint by number, color within the lines style of like, here's where you should apply highlights. Here's where you should like, you should, it looks way better if you paint over it after contrast. Like you can just do contrast on its own. But
It's like airbrushing. It's good if you build it up on top.
Yeah.
But you don't have to.
If you use it, you don't have to do anything more after contrasting. But if you use it as like a starting point and then spend a little bit of time doing some next level highlighting afterwards, it just looks super good. So anyway, that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
I'm adding some highlights. You could even do dry brushing after the fact. People talk about slap chop as this like you dry brush before you put on the contrast, and that's good. But I actually really enjoy dry brushing after contrast as well.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think contrast is now like part of my routine, part of my workflow. In a way that I never, when it first came out, I was super, super down on. I just didn't get it. Didn't make sense.
I haven't really done a whole lot with it. That's just like not how I think to paint. Yeah. But I need to try it. I need to actually like do it and just be like, I'm going to speed paint this.
Yeah.
And see how it goes.
Sure.
Yeah, because I'm sure I'll love it. Especially on something like a skeleton army.
Well, I'll tell you, pro tip, Meg. Dinosaurs. I know you've got a dinosaur army. Dinosaurs are a great one for it.
Yeah, I'm sure I will for some other units. I like probably obviously not this rainbow one that I started, but some of the other units I think I'll utilize that for sure. Yeah. Guys, don't forget to vote in our poll. We're going to have to end it maybe in like 10, 15 minutes. Maybe 15 minutes. Let's say 15 minutes.
Okay.
So like it's 6:40. But yeah, we want to know who you think would make the most money. And right now, the Shusher is winning.
What?
Which is really surprising to me. I mean...
The Shusher doesn't get paid. The Shusher is like mind controlled into doing their job. They're a mindless servant.
Is that what Cire said, though?
Yeah, it's a servitor.
Oh. Well...
Right? Isn't it? Well, that's my interpretation.
Okay. Well,
Cire's not here to defend the Shusher.
That's true. If he wants to defend the Shusher, he can get in chat. Boost our chat rate.
Honestly, I legit think the mechanic is the only one who gets paid.
No,
Right?
mine.
Prove me
I
wrong.
told you, mine has legitimate businesses.
He doesn't get paid
and
though.
he runs them from the Bahamas.
He-
He's fine. He makes money.
He doesn't. He like inherits money. His businesses make money, but he doesn't have like. He's not the CEO of these businesses.
He has businesses back in the Imperium. They're legitimate.
Sure.
He manages them.
Sure. Whatever.
Yeah, well. Very legit.
Very legit businesses. Name one of his legit businesses.
Oh, he can't tell you that.
See? They're not legit if you can't
They're
tell me
legit, but he doesn't like to. He doesn't need to advertise.
He doesn't brag?
need your free advertisement, Brett.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
If you know, you know. Elijah says another cool idea. The Kill Team Kroot would be another cool one to paint up.
Oh, heck yeah. Actually, we talked about this. This was an idea that we floated.
Yeah.
Was all doing one of the Kroot models. I think that's a cool one.
Yeah. I would like that because I like the Kroot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Kill Team, Meg?
No, I haven't.
It's like they're all unique. Every single model on the Kill Team is
Oh,
like
nice.
its own little special flower. And they all have unique war gear, and some of them are like, have like prosthetics, and some of them have like different weird guns, and some of them, one dude's got like a giant net thrower, and one dude's got, and that's not it. It's like a flamethrower, and then there's like one with like two pistols. It's like a pistolier.
Pistolier?
Is that a word?
I don't know. Like someone who holds pistols?
Like someone who's like super into pistols.
Into pistols. Got it.
Pistolier. Is he a French? Is he a French crew?
Could be. Does France even exist anymore? I mean, in this world?
I don't know.
No.
People just talk about Terra. They don't talk about like where on Terra.
Is Terra supposed to be Earth?
It is. Yeah.
Oh. Gosh, see, guys, I don't know anything.
And the Emperor.
And I'm sure in like a week I'll ask the same question again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Terra is Earth. Terra is Earth. I can remember that.
And the Emperor is
moving on.
supposedly the Emperor's been like around for a long time. Like he was in like Mesopotamia.
Oh, that's cool.
He was like hanging out in Jesus' time.
So he's the alien that built the pyramids.
And yeah, I think so.
Just kidding. Okay. Well,
All right.
Emperor's very old. Terra is Earth.
I am using some black ink now to do like oil stains on the ground. Actually, I think I'm going to do this with maybe some sponging.
Okay. Is it sponge worthy?
And do a little bit. We talked about sponging earlier. Cire's coming in and stealing some tools.
Yeah, that happens.
Subtle. Oh, look at that.
It's taking your
Well-muscled arm just poking its way through the...
It just happens.
Through the cabling. Yeah, just happens. Holly asks, is the Imperial Shusher available for weekend side gigs? Can you give me his quote for shushing the noisy people in my bird watching group or family when they ask if I want kids?
Oh my God. Oh God. Holly, that question is so aggravating.
Yeah.
They stopped asking me. It does happen. Eventually they stop. I think you're going to have to ask Cire. I mean, and you live with them, so you should be able to. I imagine the Shusher will come home with him.
I wonder if the Shusher is like, we haven't talked about this, but is the Shusher like, is he an Imperial, is he only shush for like official, functions? Or can you, as Holly's suggesting, can you like book the shusher for some private? Like, could the dandy be like, I'm gonna have
a party and
a
people be
meditation
quiet.
party for my
Meditation party in the
for
Imperium.
all of my rich friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he can just like have his entire block shushed.
Well, you know how like people say like, how could you be a debt collector or like one of those people that work at those bail bond offices that just takes advantage of like sad poor people, right? And like it kind of takes a special kind of person to do that job. That's what I think's going on with the shusher.
The shusher.
I think the shusher likes it.
You think the shusher is
wants to do more of it.
Interesting. Okay.
The shusher's a butthead.
I mean, or the shusher has had its morality brain sub-organs removed, and it just like as far as the shusher's concerned, shushing people is like the same as tying its shoes. Like it attaches no sort of empathy or moral judgment to
it. Gets no joy from anything.
Yeah. It's just like,
well,
this is what I'm doing today because it's my job.
I'm operating under the assumption that it has free will.
Oh wow.
But
that's a strong.
I guess that's just because I don't understand the Imperium.
Yeah. You remember those?
Like, do those cherubs have free will?
No, sure
okay.
don't.
Okay.
Sure don't. They've been lobotomized. They've had.
Oh my goodness.
90% of their brain function removed.
It's like impossible to have a PG channel when you're talking about this game.
That's
Everything's
true.
so terrible.
That's true. Yeah.
So yeah, that's why we do things the way we do. It doesn't matter.
Okay, can you scroll down a little bit, Meg?
Let's do that.
Oh, I can do it.
Yeah, you do it.
Scroll.
Here we go.
Zach talking about
Zach
French
will not
fries.
stop,
Okay,
He's obsessed.
all of Zach's. Okay, so this is now a cooking show.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay.
We're on.
Oh my gosh, Zach with the French fries.
It just won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
Okay. Ty asks, what part of the 40K timeline would you like to see explored or supported by a model book release, like the old Forge World campaigns? Okay, so Meg, are you familiar with these old Forge World? Okay, so Forge World used to release these campaign books, and they were like every 2-3 years they'd come out with a giant book. It'd be like some rules in it and new units, but mostly it was just like a narrative campaign.
Okay.
And oftentimes they were
was this before they did like all the resin modeling? And
it
all
was
that stuff?
same time.
Okay.
Yep. So it was partially like a way for them to sell models, but also it was just like a cool way for them to sort of advance the timeline, talk about some historical. Sometimes they were historical battles, so they would explore, like there would have been some in some codex somewhere they would have been like, hey, this war happened, but like there would be literally no detail about it. And so sometimes these books would explore things that were only mentioned briefly in earlier sources. Anyway, yeah, like that's a super fun idea. Ty, this is something that I've thought a lot about as a narrative gamer, specifically in the context of Tau, because I mostly think about Tau.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I think so. Some of the sort of narrative campaigns or fluff pieces that I'd love to see explored in that context include the battle where the Kroot were sort of first freed from the when the Tau and Kroot first met each other. That's one that I've always wanted to see explored. I think a lot of these, like these sort of first contact with alien races, happened over some sort of conflict with the Imperium, or over conflict with Chaos or the Tyranids or something. They were allies of convenience, right?
Okay.
And so, what did those wars look like? Where the Tau befriended some alien race because they were common. They had the Tyranids as a common enemy or or something like that.
Right.
Um,
And do they stay like?
yeah, so
Okay.
oftentimes they do like stay friends or trading partners or some combination thereof.
Do
yeah.
they actually have real friends?
That's a good question. That's a great question. I have no idea. Probably not.
It just seems so sad.
Probably not. Yeah, you're right. Probably nobody actually likes the Tau. They're just like either trying to profit off of them
Nobody
or
likes them.
are afraid of them,
Yeah.
trying not to get overrun or killed by them.
Brett, I'm getting really frustrated right now.
Uh-oh.
Maybe, do you know why, like, sometimes when you paint, like, the paint will bead up on the surface? Like, it won't lay down flat. Let me see if I can get it to do it again. Maybe not.
And you're just
I guess
you're doing like edge highlights even.
I'm just, I guess. I mean, I'm just gradating the hair.
Like it won't be smooth?
Okay, like, okay. Like, if I paint there.
Yeah.
Do you, no, now it's, okay, right here. Like, see how it's like beating? Never mind. You know what? I don't know. I thought like, oh, is that because of a varnish? But I've painted on top of this already, so I don't know why it does that.
I think it has to do with the amount of moisture in your brush.
Okay, so like too moist.
Or not enough even.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
think,
a bummer.
I think it's an incorrect amount of, not improper, but incorrect, like, if you might have better luck if you adjust the amount of water in your brush.
Yeah.
That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
That sounds good. I'll do that. How is chat? How is our poll? What time is it? Ooh, 3 more minutes left for the poll, fam. Get your votes in.
Merkel says, the shusher is paid the best. Silence is golden after all.
Oh,
that's a great point.
clever. Is that why it's winning? Oh, look, the High Society Imperial Man's winning because of all his legitimate businesses.
Love it.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, if the High Society Imperial Man wins, Meg, you'll have to tell us about all of those profit streams so that we can understand where all of this is coming from.
Sure. I'll do that. If he wins, I'll tell you what he does for a living. Oh, boy. It skipped. I was trying so hard not to let it skip. Let's see.
All right, I'm going to put this guy back on the...
Let's do that while I struggle through this live chat stream. Okay, there we go. All right, so we've got to look at Brett's
it's working again.
mechanic.
All right, so he's got a very dirty base now. And he's been contrasted up, and I've done some highlighting on his tunic. I put a couple little oil stains on the floor underneath the jack stand, and where oil's leaked out. I'm gonna try to work on those rags next. He's got that pile of dirty rags, and so I'm gonna spend some time on those. Maybe do some edge highlights on the jerry can, on the gas can. But yeah, we're getting close here. Oh, actually, the handles of the he's got a giant sledgehammer there and a giant wrench.
What does he do with the sledgehammer?
See, I put a few implements on this base where I was like, these are definitely not mechanics tools. I'm gonna leave these up to the viewer's imagination to decide for themselves what this like massive sledgehammer gets used for in fixing automobiles.
See, I mean, that's part of the Punisher, right? Like, not only does he get run over with a car, he gets sledgehammered.
He's got some baddies to deal with.
Yeah. I'll give you guys a peek at mine in a second. I'm doing the highlighting of the hair. And we're ready to end this poll, which is a good time to end it. Because High Society Imperial Man's winning. 3, 2, 1, and I'm not even going to scroll to the bottom. It's too painful to go back to the top.
You know what it says.
But it is the Imperial High Society Man.
Well, congratulations.
That's 2 for 3 already. Let's see what happens. I guess I'll start the next poll, which is the final poll.
What a 1%er.
Yeah, that's what he is.
He's a 1%er.
He's got it all, man. He's got his pet. He's got his glam background here. We can stick
It's
this
not all about money, Meg.
He's got chicks.
Does he?
I mean, you know, yeah.
Wow. He is very fanciful.
Oh my God, he's got so much stuff on him.
He's got so much going on there.
I'm just kicking myself. Bryce says, what does the high society man think of burgers and fries? I mean, he's high society, so clearly he loves it. Because they're the best food on earth.
Look at this guy. You've done a great job on his feathery jacket.
Oh, good.
That used to be elven hair. How many thousands of years were required to grow the hair that this high society man uses as a fashion statement?
I mean, he doesn't care. He just
Sure, like
got some scalps.
dead elven women.
Yeah.
What's the modern day equivalent? This is like making a jacket from rhinoceros eyelashes or something.
Yeah. Like, just, I don't know, folks that go on, like, poaching safaris.
Yeah.
And come back with their elephant skin rugs or whatever it is that they're doing.
Oh, man. And this wasn't like, some elven women donated their hair.
No. Their hair was stolen from them.
Stolen.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. We lost our... Oh, here we go. All right. Daminit. How close are we to getting the paid super chats? Thanks for asking, Daminit. Which is a good time to bring up the super chat special. So we're very close. We're less than 200 hours away. YouTube does this weird thing where it shows you the watch hours total, but then they I think they have to scrub them and make sure they're legitimate, and then it will count towards your...
Okay.
Yeah. Then it will count towards your earned hours. So earned hours is a little further back, but overall watch hours is very, very, very close. So we think by the end of this week, maybe?
This week, yeah.
Depending on how today goes, and maybe Sunday.
Yep.
But yeah, we're pretty close. And then what happens, I guess, is YouTube sends you an email that's like, hey, guess what? You did it.
You've met these criteria.
Yeah. And I don't actually know what that email is going to look like.
Click this button to enable monetization.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
Something like that.
Soon.
But yeah, thanks for asking. We're very close. Oh, I was like, what color should this be?
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah. Couldn't have done it without you and Cire and honestly Leah and Holly and Kat and Bridger and John.
Lots of people involved.
So many people have been helping
all
us.
the collaborating.
And then of course, chat.
And all of you wonderful viewers.
Which is my favorite part.
Heck yeah.
Famously my favorite part. Yeah. So we're almost there.
That's why we do these things. It's 'cause we love hanging out with you guys.
It's true. I always feel kind of guilty. Like, Zach will be doing chores or something, and I'm like, I want to go hobby hang. But it's my job now, so I have to.
You feel a little bad about it?
I do feel bad because, Zach will be doing something legit. Like, he'll be doing a legit business. Just kidding.
Chore.
Business activity, chore. Yeah.
Oh, like your dandy has legit business activities.
And I'm doing high society, legitimate businesses, like hanging out in hobby chat. Yeah. I have not touched this guy's face yet, which is going to be a problem. So maybe I should cool it with the furs. Yeah. And move on to the face a little bit.
Does he have furs on his boots as well?
No, he just has like boots, like rugged boots.
Because he's got Cadian legs.
Because I
Katie and legs from
We had
1998.
to fight over the legs, yeah.
That's right.
Because
Your dandy has the same feet as my mechanic.
mechanic.
Yeah.
Well, his pants are made out of giraffe, so they're not the same, guys. We are not equals here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Oh no, looks like High Society Imperial Man's winning the poll. You guys can't let that happen. Come on. You know what his job is. He's not the best. You can't let him win. Broken Chef. You can't stop me from super chatting once it's live. The bank can, but I'll deal with them. Yeah, we fully expect to see some super chats still. We just won't be able to get to them all, which is the benefit of, sorry, the super chats, right? I'm thinking the ats. I'm getting them. I'm all crossed up. We will still answer ats, just we don't know which ones. But yeah, I get that. Let's see. Brett, if this is Soups, Brett, if you could do some fresh force terrain and it's better or worse than your old set, does that mean you'll be establishing a pecking order?
Mm-hmm.
P-E-C-H.
Heck yeah. Yeah, pecking order.
I missed it.
We were talking about how the Kroot homeworld, the name of the Kroot homeworld is pronounced Peck, and it's spelled P-E-C-H.
That's what I wanted. I forgot.
But
Okay.
But I had always pronounced it Petch.
Oh, yeah.
P-E-C-H.
Sounds like something I would do.
And then I was like, how do we know? Like, GW's never come down on this officially. Like, who are we to say? Like, hey, it sounds like Petch sounds fine. I'm fine. And so then, I did that whole lore video on Tabletop Titans about Petch and making trees and this.
Wait, so you said Petch, and then
I said
people
Petch,
give you a hard time.
And then
Oh,
like
boy.
a month later, GW came out with the official like pronunciation guide for all these things.
They saw your video and they were like, we gotta help this guy
it was
out.
like the video was about a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
But one of the things they mentioned was how to pronounce the name of the Kroot homeworld, and I was wrong.
All right, we have fan stuff that we need to get to
Ooh.
before it gets too late.
Exciting.
Because Saray's going to be in here in like 12 minutes. So let's do that. Oh, Broken Chef, you're first. You're first
Speaking
today.
of Broken Chef,
Hi.
look at that guy.
I know. What is this? Oh, wait. I got to use this.
You have
I
a
love
legitimate
this model.
use for your mixer.
Exactly.
Oh, thanks, Rudy, for the mixer.
Again, yeah. I think Saray painted this model. I don't remember what it's called,
I have no idea what this model is.
but I think
It
it's
looks like an
Sigmar.
AOS model, yeah.
It's
Looks great.
so cool.
The purple and turquoise
I love
looks
these
amazing.
colors. I love doing like super bright colors on top of like gray.
Yeah.
Gray especially.
And the gray was a good choice. The gray is a good base for the turquoise and the purple. Yeah.
Yeah. I really liked this one a lot.
Great
Chef.
job, Broken Chef.
Yeah.
I know Broken Chef does commission painting. I know you do commission painting. I'd love to see some of your personal models at some point.
Oh yeah.
If that's, part of me wonders, do you play the game? And if so, like, what armies do you paint?
What floats your boat
Yeah, exactly.
when painting? Great. Let's check out the next one. Captain Mannering's another rainbow masterpiece.
Beautiful.
I'm losing my mind over all these rainbow models. This was another one where I had a hard time picking the right angle because I really, really, really wanted to show off that book. And then I saw another angle of the book with like eyeballs underneath. And then there was some other close-up that I really liked. But those are the ones that really struck me. And I was like, no, we have to show this whole thing. Like it's a masterpiece. Like it's beautiful. Yeah. But go look in our Discord and check out Captain Mannering's other pictures because there's this really great close-up of this book. And it's beautiful. Really nice freehand job. And of course the colors.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. What is going on with Rainbow Fever anyway? It seems to be everywhere. I love it.
I think Louise Sugden did
okay.
did some rainbow model
So she
content.
started this wonderful trend.
Yeah,
I love it.
and it's been gaining popularity, which
Yeah.
is awesome.
Really, really makes me happy. But yeah, I love this model. Do you know, what is this model? Do you know, Brett?
I think it's a Tzeentch demon.
Okay.
I'm not super familiar with chaos models.
Yeah.
But I could see
Well,
it.
that makes two of us.
Yeah, I think it looks like a disc of Tzeentch.
Okay.
And Tzeentch is into books. And staffs and magical energy, which there are many of in this
Yeah.
model. Yeah.
Nagash is also into books. Couple of nerds.
Nerds.
All right. Cedric, Cody, cold painting, another Kingdom Death model. Look at how cute she is. I love this model.
Yeah.
They're also sexy. I love it. No butt shot this time, so I didn't include one. I bet it would have been great.
Cody's been on a Kingdom Death
Yeah.
painting.
Thanks for the hearts. Yeah, give hearts for the fan stuff.
That's great.
A spree, right? He's been on a spree.
He's been doing these for a gaming group, I think, or a gaming session that's coming up. It looks great, and they've got a whole stream of them. This is just the latest in a whole stream. So check out the Discord if you want to see more of Kingdom Death models. I'm super curious after seeing Cody paint these models. I'm like super curious what the game is about.
Yeah, I kind of just want to buy some models and paint them. Like, I like the female figures that they have. They're super cute. And I like their little outfits. Nice job on the painting. And, oh, you know what I didn't even comment on is this black hair with, like, the blue highlights. It's so nice looking. I really like blue and purple highlights on black hair. It makes it look way more, like, luxurious. Yeah. Yeah. This is from Molecule. Cody. Michael Cody. SC. He did this for Titan Watch. So I'm guessing people are still sending models over to the Titan studio. They have a whole army, a whole purple army that's made out of Death Watch. So I'm assuming this is Death Watch because I don't know. And Brett had to step out. But yeah, it looks so classy. Like the way that you've built up the values and how smooth it looks. It just looks really, I don't know, cozy. Like in a way, like it makes the metals look really, I don't know, like soft. It's hard for me to describe. Anyway, I just really, really enjoyed like the subtlety of the values that he brought out with this model. It's really nice. Like, it's a nice purple, too. It's not just, like, bright purple. So good job. I really liked seeing this model. Hi, Cire.
Hello. Listen, I seen the poll.
Oh, here comes the shusher.
Yeah, so listen.
I need to vote.
I'm here for to make sure things are as they should be.
I'm going to vote real quick while we're looking at Siege Roots' is a knight?
No, it's a
Okay,
it's
sorry.
a dreadnought.
I'm sorry. Oh, wait, we painted one of these.
It's a
not a knight. I'm sorry.
ballistus dreadnought. It's very nice.
You laughed at me. That was
You
great.
guys jumped ahead. I was gonna say what it was.
God. Okay.
Yes, this is a ballistus dreadnought. It's from the new Leviathan kit, the new starter set.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh my
and it's
gosh.
looking great.
Yeah.
Good job, Seedroots.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty blue. I'm assuming ultramarine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So awesome. Nice transfers. Nice use of the space. And just like a neat paint job.
It is.
Yeah. Cool base too. Digging that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
All right. Soups.
Soups
Who went to bed finally, if you guys can believe it.
Let him sleep.
Made some train. And there's another one where there's a bunch of images of the train in our Discord in Hobby Finished. If you want to go take a look at some of the other angles. I just thought this one, I like the close-up. I like the skull because I like skulls. And then I thought it showed off the different levels of texture really well with the close-up. Yeah.
I was going to say the texture. You can tell there's a lot of texture. There's some rust, it looks like, at the bottom, which is just another layer. Weathering is a great way to like really enhance terrain. You know, it just adds a little bit of variation, but it's not distracting. I feel like that's something you can do with terrain. Is if you go too overboard, it starts to, you know.
Yeah.
There's different people think different things, but personally, I feel like the terrain should look nice, but it should always be the background character.
Right.
To the armies.
Right.
Yeah.
But this looks
Yes.
this looks really nicely done and not overbearing.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah.
There's also a little bit of verdigris too, actually,
Yeah.
at the bottom.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's nice. Vino.
Hey, Vino.
Vino has more to share from his Seraphon.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we've been seeing these
Albino Seraphon.
for a little while. We've been catching them in hobby chats. Yeah, looking good. I really dig the Albinosauruses.
I know, it's funny.
And I don't know if you noticed, but the bloody snow bases
Yeah.
look awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that they were on snow bases before, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like white everywhere, but it works so well together.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does a nice job tinting the models. So they're not just like solid white, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm always happy to see more of Vino's dinos. And then last is this piece of terrain from Voodoo Fairy. And okay, there's this globe on the top, so we can talk about what the terrain is. I probably need to go check in Hobby Finished again to see what exactly it is. I can't remember. But this is like the equivalent of terrain display board, and I'm here for it. Like this little globe at the top, that's not painted. Like it turns on and it does that like sciencey globe thing where when you touch the glass it's like, you know, like attracted to your fingers. Like,
yeah.
it's actually one of those things.
I forget what those are called.
I don't know, but I love it. It's so cool. Like what
Yeah.
a cool idea for this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the terrain looks nice also.
Yeah.
The terrain's
It just
really
looks, it's good
nicely
terrain.
painted.
You got this cool little bit going on at
Yeah.
the top here. Just a neat little,
Yeah.
looks very magical.
Yeah.
I
So
forgot.
that's the last one.
Yes, that's the last one. I forgot my palette. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I walked in here. You know, vamp, delay.
You guys are
thing.
stuck with me again. Poor things. Yeah, let's check on chat. I'm trying to get something done on this guy's face. I think he needs some more work. It's not totally done. But we'll see how far I can get in the next 30 minutes because we're ending at 7:30 today. Let's check out chat. Oh, Pat C. We'll come back to this. Have y'all seen Boyle Hobby Time on YouTube? No, I have not yet. Thank you for the suggestion. And also, if you want to leave a link to it in our, I think we have a link channel like for promoting other stuff. Totally cool. You can just put it there so nobody forgets to see it. He created an alternate universe Western town making terrain. I'd love to see a series of dioramas from your brains. Love you all. Oh my gosh, that sounds so fun. I would love to make a diorama, to be honest with you. Like I said, I think last time I'm saving my Chaos Demon Prince because I want to do like a diorama with him just hanging out with a bunch of little cats. Something very wholesome. So Saray Pat C was asking us if we'd ever seen Boy Lay Hobby Time on YouTube, and that he makes dioramas.
I just spilled all my paintbrushes.
We had an accident. I'd love to see a series of dioramas from your brain. So that would be a cool challenge, right?
Build a diorama?
Doing dioramas.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah, that would be fun.
But what's the name of the channel? I don't.
Boy Lay. I asked Pat to put it in our link channel.
Okay.
Link chat channel in the Discord because we have a place to promote other things that you're interested in.
So I've not heard of him. I will check him out because
Yeah.
I love a good diorama.
Yeah, and he said that this person has made an alternate universe Western town.
Ooh, okay.
Which sounds fun. Like Westworld.
I could listen. I'm here for it.
Let's see. Rise is making fun of my Imperial Man of Mystery and Money or whatever his name is, and says that his business is only legitimate in Space, Colorado. Whatever that means.
He has to go to international waters or international space to
Yeah.
do his business.
International, probably intergalactic.
Intergalactic waters, yeah.
Yeah, what would that even look like in space?
Still a whole lot of nothing, I imagine.
Yeah. What do you have left, Cire?
I don't know how close I'm gonna get to being finished, but right now I'm focusing on metallics because, well, that's the next biggest thing.
Right.
Definitely have some work to do on the base.
Right.
But metallics is the next big one.
Yeah.
So actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some slimy green.
Nice.
Where is it? If I can find it, that is.
Yeah. I'm gonna move on from his face. It's not done,
Okay.
but I'm just gonna move on because it's like done enough.
Yeah.
And I'll come back to it if I have time at the end. But I still have I just feel like I have so much to do with this guy.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
There's a lot to these little kit bash
No
models.
kidding, right? And I'm giving him gray skin. Because, okay, have you guys seen, I'm sure you guys have seen the Hunger Games, right?
Yes.
Like, what is their idea of fashion? It's insane.
Yeah.
So, and makeup too, not just fashion. But I'm like, who's to say that he couldn't be gray? Like, maybe that's the look.
Like you think of like those old, I don't know my time periods, but I think of like people who put like the so much caked on makeup.
Yeah.
With the like white makeup,
Yeah, like I think that was big in the Renaissance or
I don't
1700s.
probably like late Victorian.
I'm just
early
like
Victorian.
or 1500s. Not I'm like Marie Antoinette 1700s.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm so bad at history.
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
I don't know the dates.
Yeah. The dates don't matter.
Yeah, dates don't matter. It's the important thing.
You get
and the important
you
thing
get
is
what we're
that
talking about. Marie Antoinette.
The crazy makeup.
2020 or whenever she was alive.
Yeah, Marie Antoinette around 2020 probably.
Yeah.
All right, so what I did now is I added a ton of green enamel to his base, and I'm going to let it sit for a while, and then I'm going to wipe it away,
Okay.
just like I've been doing. And I have so much stuff, I forgot more, so I'll be back again.
Cire's the real deal.
You got a vamp.
Yeah. So it's just me again. Sorry, everybody. And then there's I'm going to skip Cire's comment because he can just make it on air if he wants to. Elijah says, good night, Hobby Fam. It is getting late for people. We are now at 3 a.m. if you're in the UK. So if you've stuck around this long, thank you. That's really sweet. Those of you on the West Coast, though, you have no excuse, so I hope you don't sign off. Let's see. Just stacks. Just stopping in quick. I made Zach in Hero Forge, posted in Hobby Chat. Okay, I forgot that Hero Forge was this place to...
Make custom minis, right?
Yes, and I think that would be a fun challenge.
Yeah. Someone had asked already about it, so...
You're right, okay.
I think people are...
I think that would be fun. Oh my god, what if we did versions of ourselves, but like traded with each other?
Yeah, and we each have to paint each other. Okay. I'm down.
And
Let's make it happen.
Yeah, there's no restrictions on what
No.
you can do to that person.
That's
I just
scared
like everybody gets dressed up like a high society
man?
imperial man. Yeah, when I do the
Feels
model.
like maybe a threat. I'm not really
Yeah.
sure.
Zesticle, a few streams ago, you all discussed a hobby set to get that included a few items from Amazon. Do you by chance remember what set that was? Zach, if you're watching, I know this was you, so chime in chat. I know we've talked about getting, this is an AK set. It's a good like intro to hobbying set. I've put a bunch of other stuff in here though. But I'll show you the basics. I'll show you the basics what it comes with. So this AK, I forget what it's called again, but it's from Mercury. Comes with clippers. I like these. I use them all the time. Tweezers. I hate these. I never use them. They don't grab anything. Have you ever gotten these tweezers
No.
to work for you? They're terrible. Try to get a hair off of something. It's impossible.
They're like too thick at the tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good for grabbing.
It's not good. I don't know what you use it for. Zach uses it. He doesn't have a problem with it. And then an AK X-Acto blade and a file. So I think that's all that comes in here. I just tossed in my Citadel scraper. I think everybody should get one of these. They're great.
Yeah, those are very useful.
Yeah, and not dangerous the way razors are.
Yes, it's hard to cut yourself in a dull.
Yeah.
Blade. I wouldn't even call it a blade.
Yeah. Some other stuff I've thrown in here, just like sanding sticks and then like a paper clip for glue.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the set I think he was talking about, and hopefully he's paying attention so he can actually like link it for everybody.
Or at least put the name.
Yeah. What is it called? Barry Hercules just says memberships.
Yeah, soon.
We're getting there. Like we mentioned earlier, we're very, very close, and I don't know, it's hard to say when because we don't know how long YouTube takes to like process. They're very delicate, right? So
they're a very delicate, large corporation. Yes.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm thinking we'll hit the hours, like the needed hours this week, but that doesn't mean they'll have sorted things out on their end.
Exactly.
So we'll see.
We don't know what the process is like.
Yeah, we will let you know. Don't worry, we want those turned on too.
Yeah. I'll get it. Oh, you can see it.
I'll help you.
Thank you.
In case you need it. Yeah. Yeah, because we do have plans. We do have growth plans and like additional perks and things like that down the road. So we want that stuff turned on so we can do more fun stuff with you guys.
Yeah. Bigger projects, stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to paint his face right now.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good, Cire. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
I'm like, I want that kit.
He doesn't have any giraffe print though, so I don't know.
I know. Mine's insane.
I don't know what his chances are.
And now I need to fix his face. Well, right, he's winning. Shusher's winning. Shusher looks amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's stop talking about it so it just stays that way.
That's just
you gotta shush.
Let's just jinx this as much as we can. What does the winner get anyway?
You know, Brett asked the same thing. I think we decided that Zach's gonna make whoever wins fries.
Oh.
And they
Wait, do we have fries?
I don't think so. So it's not. It's like a later payoff. Also, Zach doesn't know this.
Okay.
So.
And does that mean that person gets all the fries?
It means they get them and they can share them if they want.
Okay.
They don't have to though.
Okay, so it's good if I win then.
Does that because you will share them or
because I don't trust you guys to share them. You guys are so obsessed with his fries.
Listen, Brett went partially insane when he tasted those fries. So
he could not get over it.
Yeah.
He loves Zach's fries.
Yeah.
We all love Zach's fries.
They're quite good. I would share them. I don't think I could not. I don't think I could deprive.
Like, nope, I'm eating them all, the whole thing.
And I'm gonna eat them all right in front of Brett. I don't know if he could take it. He might strike me or something.
Yeah. After you guys left, I'd just be like, all right, Zach, make me fries.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm down with that as a prize because it just means that there will be fries in our house.
Yes, there will be fries.
Yeah.
Really, we all win.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
right.
It's true. Broken Chef says, I have literally sold everything to pay bills, but I have flesh-wearing night haunts I want to keep doing. Okay, so those were your flesh haunt skin bags.
Oh.
Not for a commission.
Oh, okay.
Those were cool.
Just personal projects.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, Broken Chef, I hope everything works out for you. I know medical stuff is not fun.
No.
And yeah, it can really just drag you down. So I'm glad that we still have you around. It's always nice to see you in chat, and whenever you can, when it's not hurting.
Yeah.
Hope to see you in hobby chat.
Yeah, come hang out. We like hearing from you.
We miss you. Oh no, my cane got spots on it.
Oh.
Can't have that.
No. You know, well, you could go giraffe print on the cane.
I could, but I don't have time. Oh my god, he's crazy. Where are we at time-wise? Okay, I got 20 minutes.
All right. Oh.
Yeah.
I've got enamel paint all over my hands.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. So I'm going to give a little... can you hit the Lumix?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, it's so nice.
There we go. There we go. So that is where we're at currently. Not finished, obviously. I don't know if I'm going to have quite enough time to finish. But next step is I'm going to try and paint up some of the fleshy bits in the back. I'll wipe down the green part you're seeing right now to reveal the colors underneath. And then, well, I would do a matte varnish. I don't think we're going to have time for that.
Nah.
So.
Maybe after if you want.
Yeah, we'll do that for the nice
we can hook
shots.
that up. Yeah.
Yeah. You can turn off the...
Can I?
Yes.
All right. Let's do that. I am going to share mine soon, too, but I don't know. I'm trying to get somewhere, and it's just taking a bit. Yeah, I really struggle. Oh, no, his arm is breaking. I'll try not to touch the dragon. Okay, I can't touch the dragon anymore.
Dragon's done.
Yeah. As I go in and try to line the inside of this wing. Yeah, I freeze up when we do like speed painting.
Oh
challenges.
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how to do any of this.
Yeah.
I haven't had time to plan for days. Like, so this is a good exercise for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one model. It's not a it's not going to be judged in a competition or anything.
Well,
actually, that's a lie because it's literally going to be judged by the chat.
Okay, I'm just gonna not touch the dragon anymore. It's not working out.
Now I'm freaking out.
See? Okay.
All right. Right now I'm painting some fleshy parts. I think it's a brain. Well, one part's definitely a brain. I don't know what the other parts are though. It kind of looks like a liver, but
Ooh,
the liver doesn't go next to the brain.
sounds delicious.
Do you like eating liver?
I do. I do like liver and onions.
I haven't had liver and onions in a very long time.
Okay, so you like it too then?
I don't remember. It's been so long.
Oh. Well, let's just make that the prize.
Yeah,
liver and onions for dinner, everybody.
Yeah. I remember. So the last time I had liver and onions, it was my grandpa gave me some.
Yeah.
He didn't tell me what it was because
Okay.
he thought I wouldn't like it because it's liver and
Right,
onions.
of
Even though I
course.
was a tiny little kid, didn't know the difference.
Right.
I said, he fed it to me. He's like, "Do you like it?" I'm like, "Yeah, it tastes good. It's kind of salty, but it's good."
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Do you know what it is?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "It could be anything. Like I could have just fed you anything." So I was like, "Well, what is it?" He said, "It's elephant meat."
What?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So I thought it was
Maniac.
elephant for a long time.
I don't. Do you remember the cartoon show Doug?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's this episode where he gets invited to Patty Mayonnaise's birthday,
Yeah.
and she's like, "We're gonna have liver and onions, your favorite." Like, who would do that?
Yeah.
A. There's no B. But the whole episode is just him freaking out about eating liver and onions. He's like
Right.
trying to psych himself up for it. He's trying to practice eating it. And he's just like, I'm doomed.
Yeah.
And he gets there and she's like, oh, it's hamburgers. And she's like, I was just kidding.
Oh.
I know you don't like liver and onions. And I was like, it can't be that bad.
Yeah.
I need to try this.
Right.
And that's when I tried it. My mom liked it.
Oh, and you're
And
like,
so she was like, oh, good. Somebody to eat liver and onions with.
she's like, and
Yeah. It's great.
it's like hard to, in cartoons, like, he used to be a thing like Brussels sprouts. Like, oh, the kids don't eat Brussels sprouts. It's like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with Brussels sprouts?
They're not that bad if you cook them right.
Yeah, they're really not bad.
Yeah. Not on a sandwich, though. Jeez Louise. All
Brussels
these
sprouts.
maniacs who thought I was eating a Brussels sprout
Yeah,
sandwich.
no, sprouts.
Gross.
What do they call it? Like alfalfa or something? That's a different thing, but...
I had the word. Yeah, what do the Brits call
What we call sprouts.
sprouts? Yeah. Like alfalfa sprouts.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
There was a word and I can't remember anymore. My brain is just like
It's sprouts,
it's
and that's
full
what
of
we're
holes.
gonna call it.
Yeah. Yeah, cartoons really did
Did a number on my food perceptions.
yeah. I also thought it would be really funny to like put a pin in my mom's butt and like I was like, she'll jump in the air. Like, of course. And she just like turned around and got mad at me.
What
I was like, this isn't very
wrong with
funny.
you?
I remember she was gardening when I did it.
Oh my god. Cartoons influencing you at a young age. See, this is
It wasn't even Ren and Stimpy, guys.
this is why moms write into cartoons. They're like, you know, like kids.
In that
dad.
case, yeah. Oh, another thing I did because of cartoons, when I was
Oh god.
I must have been like first grade. I was super little on the playground, and I was like, "Oh, it'll be so funny if I just fall straight backwards."
Oh.
And I did it. I did it with no fear. And I was like, "Oh wow!" I feel like dying.
Yeah, that's a good thing
Never
to hit your head, right?
No kidding. Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. It was on the grass, but it was.
Okay.
It got the wind knocked out of me.
Yeah.
I was like, "That's not how that's supposed to work."
Yeah, I was just supposed to. It was supposed to be
It's
comical.
supposed to be funny.
I just did paid. Ow.
Yeah. Graham Kirkpatrick says it is a zine Fluxmaster, and that must be the rainbow that we were looking at. Thank you for reminding. I know that
That's not what
that was
sprouts
probably posted in the Discord, and of course I forgot. Stacks. Oh yeah, I read this one. I like went out of order.
are. Oh.
Yeah. Now it's skipped ahead, and I'm gonna keep. Okay, here we go. Bryce says the fancy pants high society dandy boy is into Lady Gaga fashion. Is that the giraffe print?
You know, I mean,
Oh,
I think it's the ensemble. It's
Yeah.
it's everything
He looks
put together.
ridiculous. Do you have glue
I
on you?
don't.
Okay, I'll deal with it later.
Okay.
It's because it's like hanging on by a thread, this dragon. So I'm not going to finish painting the dragon for sure. Let me put this on the camera.
Yeah.
And I still have work to do, obviously, on the dragon and the background. The backdrop. I might even be able, like, if I feel like it, go put in more highlights and lowlights on the hair. There's just a lot happening.
It came out great though.
But there he is. Yeah. Rise. Tweezers are more commonly used for gunpla.
That is Gundam. Building Gundam models.
Okay. That makes me feel a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I never use it. I was like, I have to go get my actual tweezers to pull hairs because, you know, that's what those actual tweezers are for.
Yeah.
Pulling hairs.
Pulling hairs.
I'm going to skip.
Liver mousse. What is that?
Oh, like a pate? Right?
Oh,
But
okay,
liver?
I think you're pushing my limits
Okay.
here.
I mean, with some crackers, it's not bad. It's like...
I don't want my foods to be not bad. I want my foods to be good.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not a big pate person in general,
Yeah.
to be honest. Let me,
Oh, sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Zach says, patty mayonnaise is problematic. Honestly, the liver and onions birthday episode is peak problematic patty. I thought Patty was fine. Why is she problematic? I don't get it.
If anyone's problematic on that show, it's Skeeter,
Skeeter.
his blue friend.
Yeah.
Mostly because of his name.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but it didn't mean that back then. Did it?
Mean what, Meg? What are you talking about?
You know.
No, know what
Like
you're talking about.
skating, but weird.
Yes, weird skating.
It's like John saying, stippling is stapling. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all it means.
All right, I need to wipe this off. I need a sponge. All right, you know what? This is good for. It's good for this.
Oh, yeah. There we
for-
go.
good
There's
for-
the tweezers.
Good for wiping stuff off.
Okay, so what is it you're doing right now?
So I have this green gross stuff,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna wipe it off.
Oh, and it gets the okay.
Oh, and I just lifted all the paint off.
I was like, oh, interesting. What an interesting texture.
I lifted all the paint up previously. It's fine. It looks damaged. We're all good.
Yeah.
I'll show you in a minute. It looks battle damaged, which is...
That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, it's kind of fortunate that it looks like that.
I forgot what I was doing. Okay. I'm just putting paint on my brush. Oh, yeah. Okay. That'll do something.
Oh,
no.
we're good. Shh. Yeah, shh. Just had a little too much.
How's our poll going? Oh, Shusher's in the lead.
Good.
Shusher's in the lead again.
He's shushing.
Here, you know what we'll do if we don't do the French fry thing? We'll buy you margarita.
Okay. That's basically French fries.
Yeah. Close enough. Okay. All right. That looks like a tiny bit better. I just added like a red Carberg Crimson wash to like parts of this halo thing to give it some dimension. Halo. Yeah. And yeah, it helps.
No, that came out all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just looks like chipped paint because that's exactly what it is.
I mean, it's supposed to, right?
That was not on purpose.
Okay. We need to show fans.
That was accidental. So
you'll... It's that interesting texture.
Yeah, so you'll notice right here, that was not on purpose. But it looks good, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It works.
Yeah.
Saray doesn't make mistakes.
That's right.
We all know this.
No mistakes were made.
No.
All purposeful.
Can't change the past.
Yes. We've heard that before. All right. We can turn off the... Sorry, I took it away.
No, you're good.
I gotta try to paint his brain.
Okay, one more reminder. I have, like, not been good about using this deck. One more reminder, we love snail mail. We did get some mail.
Oh, did we?
I mean, on Smog Day. You hear it?
Yes.
That's some of the mail we got.
That's the sound of snail mail.
Yeah. Take a guess. It's a paint shaker, you guys. Come on. My goodness. Terrible. Terrible, fam.
Listen, Zach has been using that constant. Like I was only here for, I don't know. I showed up an hour early for stream, an hour or two.
He just won't stop.
And he was like, you know what, I'm gonna shake these up.
He really likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the vibrations do travel.
Yep.
Anyway.
That's it.
It's 7:23.
Okay, we're closing in.
We might want to end that poll.
We might want to end that poll. I feel like we need to give a shot of all the, we need to show everything first.
We do. I'm going to stop where I am. I need to finish his face. I need to finish his dragon and glue his arm back on. But yeah, he's cool. I'm like pretty happy with it. It needs a base, obviously. It doesn't have one.
Yeah, these aren't quite finished, but I think we got pretty far today.
I'm happy with it. It was fun. It was silly.
Oh yeah.
It's so silly.
So silly. All right. I'm actually gonna give this a little bit of a wash here. I've got some dirty enamel.
I'm not done yet.
I can't.
Okay, guys, get your votes in. We'll give it another 30 seconds while Saray finishes.
Yeah, and then we'll put them on the glam cam and give you a...
Yeah.
All right. We'll start with...
We'll
start with Meg's.
Toss that over there. Well, we're going to put them all on, right?
Okay, I thought we were going to do let's do one at a time, and then we'll get a group shot.
Got it.
Just so we can...
All right, there he is. Not much different from the last time I posted him, but he has so many colors, so many more colors.
Oh, hold on. Let's
zoom in.
He
looks like a cartoon.
Let's zoom in on those.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Yeah, so I need to finish his face and his dragon, and I can probably pull out more highlights and lowlights with the fur.
I think it came out great. Like, the suit is, really working. The so giraffe skin is really working.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
All right, let's do...
I like his goofy puffy sleeves, too.
All right, how do I pause this?
You just don't.
Okay.
You unplug it. Oh, yeah, his dragon fell off.
His dragon fell off.
That's all right. That thing's been falling off nonstop. I'll fix it.
There you go. All right, this is going to be this take a little bit of work.
Okay, work it.
All right, I don't know how he did this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
it literally turns into the Punisher when his head falls off.
So there is our Imperial mechanic lying there. working, supposedly. But it's not complete until we put the actual car there.
Yeah.
So
It
I'm
really
gonna try.
sells it.
I'm gonna try to do that while it's moving. There we go. Ooh, that looks great. Look at
Yeah.
that. It's basically a little diorama. Now, Brett did tell me that he plans on building a Taurus without the people in it. But this should give you a good idea of what it's like. And I think it came out great. He already did some stippling for his base where it looks like concrete. So,
Okay.
yeah, it's looking good.
All right. Nice.
All right. And then we'll do mine.
I do like the mechanic.
Yeah, he's
Good
great.
job, Brett.
His base is still wet, but here is our
Ooh.
Imperial
Boy, oh boy.
Shusher.
Oh, yeah. This thing is money. Lovely.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, still needs some work. Still, the base is drying. His the brain tissue on the back needs a little bit of work, a wash. It's just base coated right now. I actually want to get.
Cool.
I feel like I haven't got a good close up of his face, so we're gonna do a little. Like, so there you can see he's shushing you.
Yeah.
Shh. There he is. All right.
Group shot.
Group shot.
Group shot while we end the poll.
Unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna make it with his
With
his car.
I did get the dragon glued back
Okay.
on, so at least there's that. All right, let's end this poll.
Our little slice of Imperial
Yeah,
life.
looks like Imperial Shusher took it.
Yes, he came to silence the competition.
Yeah,
And he succeeded.
yeah, this was the poll that mattered, so
Yeah.
I guess we're getting you a margarita.
Yeah. Or French fries.
Or French fries.
something.
Both.
Both.
Why not?
Alrighty. Do we have any more questions?
No,
No?
I think we did it. I
Awesome.
think we're all set. And yeah, do you want to close us out? How should we do this?
Sure.
I'll just interrupt you and be like,
Yeah.
okay, bye.
It put me on the spot. Okay, you're gonna have to help me through this saying. It is. No, I had it and then it left. And then it left.
What we like to say around here
What we like to say around here
is be kind to yourself
yourself, be kind to each other,
and
and always be creating.
Bye, guys. Bye.